Hey everybody, welcome back to Neural Nexus Zero. My name is Mike and this is the Highway Nerd channel. And guys, I don't know what's going on. It's Monday night and we're live. What's happening?
What is this?
Don't you jinx it. Do you not jinx this?
Oh my god. Is Nate Pit here? Because if he is, Nate,
he is. Quick, time him out.
He's already here.
Time
hey
him
Mike.
out, yeah.
We're the mechs, man. What's going on?
That comes later in the campaign. That comes
Oh,
later.
okay.
That comes
Okay.
later.
I didn't know where the hell we were.
Ooh, mechs confirmed.
Are we live?
Oh, what?
Yes. Nate, you suck, but I love you. Guys, speaking of love, all right, I need to get some unpleasantness out of the way, and I figure I'll do that first so we can enjoy the rest of our night together. I built the How I Nerd community to be a space for everybody to come hang out and be accepted. I grew up in a very different time where nerds were not accepted in society. So when I decided to come to and do this, I decided to build a space for everybody. My goal for this community is that everybody can have a space where they can come in, be themselves, find people that nerd out the same fucking way they do or different, and just be good to each other. I sit here tonight, guys, and I am absolutely fucking disgusted. And there's going to be some harsh language coming up. So if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. I am absolutely disgusted with what's going on in the world today, especially with how community leaders are treating their people. This is unacceptable in any community, but in this community, it's not going to happen. So I sat down with the leadership today of How I Nerd, and we talked about how we could avoid that type of thing if it's happening. My problem being being at a position where I'm running this, as much as I don't want to be, I'm removed a little bit from everybody in the community. And maybe somebody doesn't feel comfortable coming talking to me or another one of the staff about a situation that affects them. So we want to give you guys an avenue so we don't see what's happening with other communities happen with our community, because we love you guys and we love the community that we built. So we have created an anonymous form that you guys, if you're having a problem in the community, you're not comfortable revealing your name, I'm dropping it in there right now. We're going to post it as an announcement. Luna's going to get that as an announcement out into the community. 3 people are going to be monitoring that at all times. They're going to be independent of myself. I thought long and hard about this, if that I should be on this mini council that we're creating to govern this, and I've separated myself from it to a degree. And my reasoning for that is I used to work for a company that the HR director was the same person as the manager for the department, and I saw the corruption associated with that. So I thought an independent body of 3 people in the community to oversee this would be better than myself. The exception to that would be if something came forward about one of my staff, I would directly step in and start looking into that with full transparency. This is my attempt in the best way I know how to keep you all safe. I'm open to ideas as to anything else we can be doing better as community leaders here. I'm not aware of anything going on per se, but with everything that's coming out in the Twitter sphere, in the Twitch community, I want to get ahead and protect if something is happening. I love you guys, and it sucks we have to have these conversations, and it sucks that people can't just be good to each other. It's extremely aggravating to me. Like Joss Whedon said, just don't be a dick to each other. All right? Now, I love you guys, and I love the cast. I love everybody who shows up and supports us, and everybody has a place here in our community. And this is how we nerd. So let's get into the show, guys. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. I'm very fired up about the bullshit going on in the world right now.
Yep.
So
How
Thank
long
you for
were you
speaking.
holding the "this is how we nerd" thing for? Did you make that?
that's my tagline, man. So when I started How
Mike,
I
are you
Nerd,
proud of that?
when
You
I
proud of that,
started,
Mike?
I am proud of that. So when I started How I Nerd, I thought about marketable phrases, and I wanted to be able to say and interview people and have them say, "This is Mike, and this is how I nerd." You know what I mean? So
I've heard this come out of his mouth since I first started working here and hanging out with him, and let me tell you, it gives me chills each and every time. I love it. Like, no joke.
right.
It's like, I'm Mike, and this is how I nerd, and I'm like, yeah.
So guys, welcome back. We had a string of unfortunate events the last couple weeks, which has made me extremely sad because this is my baby. I love this. I love this world. But unfortunately, life happens. It's a strange time, and we had to roll with the punches. But I'd like to get into. I want to check in with my cast and see how they're feeling about being back here. Maybe what their character is thinking, and we'll do that to start off tonight. Let's start with Anton.
Hey, all right, wonderful. Well, I have a small announcement. I have not been idle these past 4 weeks.
No, he hasn't. He has not.
For those of you who maybe don't get to watch this every day, the podcast is now much better and has been vastly improved. Everything's been standardized. For those of you viewing on your Apple Podcast things, it now no longer says Series 1 for one episode and then unknown season for the rest of the other 50 episodes.
For those
of you who view
For
those of you who view the podcast, you're gonna have a much better time. If you don't view the podcast and maybe don't get to watch one or two of the shows, they're gonna be coming up soon, and they're gonna be great to. And I'm gonna be proud of what we're putting out there, and you should watch them. And if you don't have time for the show, the podcast is, I believe, now a very good place to catch up.
Awesome.
As for Anton, he wasn't fully on board with the lizard man aliens. You just thought it was like, well, we're just gonna go look for Lorna. She's probably just like drugged out somewhere or kidnapped. It's not a big deal. He believes in the aliens now. The lizard men are after everyone. Yeah.
You're fully on
Shit
board
is
with
real.
the lizard man? Okay. You're on board with the lizard man.
He's looking at his wrist, seeing this alert come up, and he's like, okay, there's a conspiracy. We're all about to die. Yeah, he's panicking. The lizard aliens are out to get him. Move on. Let's go.
So we hired Doc to take care of all the pre and post show media. And I have to say, he has done a wonderful job doing so. So we really appreciate it. I'm sure you guys who do catch the media on the podcast, all podcasts will be current, standardized, and up by the end of the this month. What do you think, Anton? This month?
Neural Nexus almost certainly. The rest of the shows by the end of next month.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. So thank you for that. All right, let's go over to David Greyson.
Hello there. Well, it's nice to be back. It's been 3 weeks of a series of unfortunate events. But hey, we managed to actually do and go live this time. I'm so proud of you guys. Well done. How's David? Well, David is. This is nothing new. You know, again, you gotta realize this is a chap who's it's Tuesday. You know, little corporate government, corporate conspiracy. I did that a couple years ago. You know, that's good. Just shoot the right people. Yeah, get rid of the right heads of the snake, and it should all just settle itself.
I totally got it, David. Can we hurry this up? I got a coup to overthrow Guatemala at 2 p.m., please.
Literally, you know, it's like, oh, is this really taking this long? God, oh, fine, fair enough, you know.
Guys,
I got the merch swap meet in 2 hours. I gotta pick up some Semtex.
That's his attitude to life, you know. All right, fair enough. You know, just deal with it. They all bleed, they all die. So, you know, unless you've got a mech, then I will need to steal that power armor permanently. I haven't forgotten about that. I
I was hoping
I have it
on
written
the
down.
3-week hiatus you would forget about the power armor, but
Oh, no, darling. No,
I
no,
have
no, no.
railgun and power armor written down.
I'm gonna need to
mine.
get that book from you, okay, Jesse?
No. I might not be able to read, write, or math, but I got it.
He's- I was gonna say. I'm
2
gonna
plus
say he's.
2 equals apple.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
2 plus 2 is
That's-
6.
Boneless chicken.
That's
Yes.
this universe's version of the journal from the Last Crusade, but
Yes.
it's just chicken scratch
Yeah.
and pictures and nothing else.
It's in Wingdings that I can only
I picture
understand.
with a crayon like
Yeah.
this, like hold on, like
Yeah. Yeah. Only I can see it when I am tripping.
Only a high man may pass.
All right.
Only an intoxicated man may pass.
he's got that drunk recall, right? Like that's it's supposedly a thing. You study while you're drunk,
Oh, that would
and
be
then you
so
get
much
drunk
fun.
and take the test, and then you got to add recall. So
Yeah.
I need to make that edit now.
yeah,
Only the stone man will pass.
I just
Don't
look at-
worry, guys. He's
Guys.
better when he drinks.
yeah. He doesn't have the shakes, and he's like, yeah. I just like to point out, David Greyson, you're looking particularly clear today.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I might have improved a few things on the live stream.
New face wash. It's fine.
No, I got a new camera.
Moisturizes.
Look, I've got a new camera and I've been telling everyone about it and I've been very proud of it, okay? It was the first time in 5 years I've upgraded my camera, so I'm happy with it. I think
Good.
it looks okay.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
You know?
Yeah.
So in light of that, how many giveaways are you doing tomorrow night?
Oh,
I was waiting for it. I was so waiting for it.
we're not doing any giveaways right now because I've got a big one planned later on in the month. So there you
Oh,
go.
whatever. I'm tired of
Everyone in
talking
the chat gets a camera.
Oh,
Everyone.
yeah, okay, right.
you
that's
get
the
a
thing.
camera.
The camera.
You get a
You
camera.
get a camera.
He,
What am I, the Oprah of this thing?
The
he-
Oprah of
He
cameras.
says that, but I seem to remember a certain Corsair Sensei mouse that I won off your stream during a giveaway.
I would love to be able to.
Or not
honor that.
Corsair,
However,
Steel Series.
yeah, I was gonna say
Steel
Steel Series. I was gonna say Corsair doesn't sponsor me. Steel Series
Yeah,
does.
I see, guys. He does giveaways. I won one. I got a mouse out of it.
Oh,
You
God.
did?
Nice,
Yeah.
like shiny $100 mouse, just bang right on my front porch.
There you go.
Wow.
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 Wow. Owen Wilson. Wow.
That's emphasized. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Zero. CykloneJack, how you feeling, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's Monday. We're back with the boys. We're all back in town, and we're about ready to f some stuff up, man. Let's do it. I'm down.
What's your
Protein shakes. Got his protein in hand, and we're sitting tight in a car waiting for stuff to pop off, and it's gonna be good times. Just waiting for the doc to start running out the side door, screaming, "The lizards are here! The electronic controls the hospital!" And then the bolt's gonna slam shut, and it's gonna be Fallujah. We're gonna do it.
There we go. That
It's
brings
only a
us.
matter of time.
That brings us to Dr. James Dunn, played by the Theastropub. How are you doing tonight, and what's your character thinking at this point?
I'm doing as good as I can, I guess, right now. With everything going on in the world, you know. And I'm actually going to be taking a break this week. Anyways, I needed to take a break from streaming for a bit. I've got a couple things I'm going to do
Yep.
like this, but I'm also going to be relaxed a little bit. So, but I'll still be kind of towards the end of the week, be back to doing stuff. But
Okay.
as terms,
Say hi.
in terms of, I'll be hanging out in your streams. I'll be watching all of you very carefully and judging your streams.
You're more than welcome.
I like it when you
But-
watch it.
The character is currently Dr. James Dunn last we left him, he was currently like kind of like talking with this fine folk and trying to, now he's just trying to figure out how he can like swindle as much information as he can out of this guy to try
Gotcha.
to start his own business. So he's very intrigued at how shoddy businesses like this are run.
Shoddy business. It's true.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I am disappointed at the number of bennies that haven't been awarded to me.
You, simmer down there. It's coming. It's coming. I'm just trying to give them out because people have redeemed a lot. So, but we will announce those in a second. But
Remember chat.
oh, that's right. You don't want to be commissaried by the captain. So
Exactly.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, guys.
Saying.
Just saying. That brings us to the crystal method. Jesse
What?
Reigns. Jesse,
Oh, we're on? Oh, shit.
how are you doing, Atomic Zero, and how is the crystal method doing at this point?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm so excited for this. It's been a long, almost nearly month-long wait until it'll finally hop back on. Oh, I'm super excited and pumped for this. Jesse is probably still very much itching to get to the big fun gun in his trunk, but the protein shake won't let me. So he's probably still like trying to nurse his wounded pride back to health, but that usually doesn't take long because he usually forgets. So he should be fine. He doesn't really know what's going on just yet, but who knows?
Is it the lizard folk?
Most likely, yeah. Lizard folk, Illuminati. It could be just about anything in his mind. I mean, it's whatever he sees, in the moment.
Speaking of the Illuminati, I watched a very enlightening special the other day on how the Freemasons are taking over the world. I happen
So
to
do
be.
you have anything to worry about, Mike?
I'll say, how's that going, Mike?
I was gonna say I happen to be a Freemason, so maybe I just haven't got my card yet. So
You didn't get the memo. You
I
missed
did not
it.
get the memo. I missed that meeting.
Mike. We got you're just not at the 57th level of Freemasonry,
Right.
and you haven't done the upside down. Mole people of Planet X haven't crossed your path yet. Okay, man. You just gotta open your eyes, man. Open eyes.
I would just like to point out that I literally am sitting in a triangle right at this second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to just shoot another load of people? Like, is there another one I have to shoot?
Yeah.
I, for one,
We're gonna have to
do
get
not
on a
believe in
plane, my dude, and start.
I don't need some more goddamn guns.
Oh my god.
I, for one, don't believe in any of this, but Mike, you're looking beautiful today, just in case.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, sir. Thank you.
I put on my prescription glasses for you.
Oh,
Please don't eat my brains.
He doesn't want to die hungry, but
my
I'll
god.
be here all night. Quick reveal.
I can't. I
Tip your
needed-
waitresses.
Try the veal.
I needed this. I
Cha-cha-cha.
needed this. A lot. Oh my god, the hits keep on coming. So, guys,
Star Wars, FYI, be there, be square. Bye. Okay, see ya.
what's Star
Wow.
Wars? What is this War in the Stars?
Yes. So, in case for anyone who hasn't seen, since we haven't been on for about a month, me, Mike, and a bunch of other really wonderful people in this community have been hard at work in starting to get our next show up and running, which is the Star Wars FFG Fantasy Flight Games RPG entitled Ripples in the Gray up and running. We're still very much in a lot of the beginning work, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm super excited for it, and I can't wait to get it up and running whenever we may or may not be.
When he says in the beginning work, we had 51 people apply for the show, so we're in
Bloody hell.
week 3 of interviews for that.
Yeah,
So,
week 3 is tomorrow.
Damn, dude. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
so
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's great.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting so far. We've had some really, really, really good people,
Really outstanding
Oh,
individuals.
God.
and then
Are there going to be any
Wolf's
Imperials?
Blood, and then we had Wolf's Blood. So you know what I mean?
Are there going to be any Imperials? Yes or
There
no?
better be.
There better be the Empire represented.
Oh, they are in a very.
Remember, the Empire did
knows?
nothing wrong.
Amen.
I
So-
will say Edge of the Empire, which is I think that's the system you're
Yeah.
Edge of the Empire intentionally takes place outside of the conflicts of the galactic sphere. So the Empire is sort of there, but it's mostly it's kind of like outer rim.
It's like that ever-present over, that oppressive feeling in a horror movie. You know what I mean? Like it's that backbeat. Like it's there. It's got its tendrils almost everywhere, but it's like. But it's kind of funny. One of the mechanics in the system, you can start with more starting points if you take essentially it's like a hindrance here, right? One of them is
Obligation.
What's the word just went out of my head? Imperial loyalists. and it's like the top one. You get the most points because you're like secretly an Imperial spy. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So
We have
That
yet
sounds
to announce.
amazing. That would totally be me.
Oh yeah.
We have yet to announce the era it's going to be set in. So stay tuned.
stay tuned.
Cliffhanger.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna need some rolls from the cast here to see.
I just vote we let Doc do it because I know after a month he would hate to be left out.
Oh, I
Not
see a
me.
4 in there.
Damn! Every time. I need to shut my mouth.
14! I'm still free.
I demand a recount.
Curse was really lifted. Okay.
I demand a recount.
So what'd you guys?
James
get all-
got 9.
Okay.
And David got 16.
This week we're going low, so we're no.
What'd you get, Jesse?
Jesse got a 4.
Okay. All right. Anton, what'd you get?
Okay.
A 14. All right. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not
Jesse
see my
Rose.
injury screech?
Jesse,
So-
Reyes, I'm gonna need a little bit more than typical. Let's go. Let's get some general overview of what was going on as well for the community. 'cause
It's like everything.
The notebook comes up.
Oh God.
Last time on Neural Nexus Zero.
God, you people. Okay, no. So the group, from a general sense, has been on their first real official job as a I don't even know what you want to call us, a dynamic group of paid individuals, or
We're a mercenary organization.
sure, we'll go with that, or Team Awesome in Jesse's mind. So Team Jaguar is going to. We're looking for our lost friend Lorna. We were hired by her manager to try to track her down and find her. We've gone through numerous leads and various ends of sources, and as of this point, have really come up pretty empty-handed. We've learned a few interesting things, some about large organizations, some about cult organizations, some about just really weird, crazy people who love to talk about salads. But we even met a wonderful Squee who owns a pawn shop may have a railgun and a mech suit.
Well,
But for the most part, we're still very much in the weeds of this. So in last session specifically, so back on the 25th of May, all the way back then. So we just finished up with our encounter with the lovely Mr. Dark at his swanky little mansion. David looked at some of the security around the place. Jimmy Dean got a note from one of the security guards there, or one of the protection detail there. And we had a note to head over to a butcher's place at a certain time. We went over to Squee's place. That's where we found the aforementioned railgun and power armor. And we went to the butcher's place. This is a place that Jesse probably knew better than most people, since it's a place that he would may or may not have frequent, since it is on the lower end of what many people would call a good time. So
You're
we
saying
met
it's,
with a
it's
li-
pretty lowbrow.
if brows could get any lower, yeah, that's really where Jesse likes to tread.
Okay.
If they get any lower, there'll be a mustache.
Oh my God.
Jesse does not turn
Wow.
away based on grooming preferences, ladies. But anyway, so we went over to meet with Luis Valdez. We talked with various things. He was the head bodyguard for Dark, in charge of watching Lorna specifically when they were together. Basically helped get Lorna out of that lifestyle to actually help get her on her feet. And he had a little bit of a, parental war, relationship with her. So he was really much cared for her well-being and was trying to help us with this. So he was going to help. He was going to hook us up with Scorpio, which was the guy who was just really crazy, and I think he might have led to us getting jumped by a bunch of people. Also pointed us at a place called Elf, which is a shell company for enhanced living facilities. He was going to have one of his guys look into potentially maybe getting us into the Dark's mansion to see if we could get in to do our own snooping. So we had this lovely idea of making our way to the closest elf facility. James and Ant went inside while the rest of us waited out in the car. James decided to talk to a few people and then antagonize Jesse by sending this lovely robot out to my car, which then ultimately ended up hurting my good old Betsy. But the real triggering moment was when Ant decided to hack into the system, put in Lorna's name, and something seemed to happen. And that's kind of where we left off. followed by a lot of silence.
Yeah.
It is very silent.
I had forgot to test an audio thing before the show, so I was just letting that silence do it for me right there. But thank you,
You're fine.
Jesse. That was very, very, very well done. Very eloquent.
I'm glad someone writes this down.
Wait, I'm sorry, I blacked out. What?
He was just in a
Nothing.
fugue state while he spouted that off.
Right.
Because incoherent babble, nothing else.
Okay, good. That's what I was going for.
Oh my God.
I have a very big note that says carpet on here as well, so I think that's very important.
Carpet?
Carpet, meaning I'm gonna get one of those virtual cats inside my car.
Oh yeah, the virtual cats.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought you said carpet. I'm like,
Because he wants to be the Tiger King. That's what he wants.
Yeah,
yes.
basically. Grrr.
You know,
I
if you're gonna have a virtual cat, I want a mecha cat.
Here we go.
Just saying.
Guys,
I want up you.
I just had a sudden realization. I know the root of all the problems for 2020.
Oh no.
What's that?
Carol fucking Baskin.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right.
Curb the enthusiasm.
All
Music
right.
plays.
All right. So I think we're ready. I think we're ready to get back into it. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Kill some things.
Go for it.
Bennies?
Oh,
I already did.
We're
You
ready.
already gave them all.
Wow, not a single one from me.
You want to read them off?
Oh, I gotta read them off. Yeah. All right. I forgot about that. Thank you, Cyclone. Boom. Zero got a Benny from Pirate X. Luna, her sub Benny went to Jesse. Patreon Benny to Anton. Wolf's Blood, Benny to Jesse from Wolf's Blood. Benny to Zero from Wolf's Blood. Benny to Anton from Nate. Benny to Anton from Quaman. Benny to Jesse from Quaman. Benny to Jesse, you get 2 more Bennies because Gardner Girl said, please give both my Bennies to whoever gets stuck doing the recap. I forgot. So you get 2 more. There we go.
For Claire.
Benny to James Dunn from Nate. Benny to Anton from Isaac Revia. Benny to Zero from Elfie. And a Benny to James from Elfie. And then we also had a Benny to Jesse from Quaman and a Benny to for David from Quaman. And I think that one came in late, I think. So there we go.
I'm going to point out,
getting
chat,
up to
that
those.
Zero has 32 freaking bennies. He does not need your bennies.
So
I think you missed one for me for Luna too. She redeemed it with points.
I think the crew
Okay.
of the Pride of Laconia needs some disciplinary action.
I know, right?
David, you just got 2. So
Oh,
it's
David,
okay.
But
David Grayson-
Commodore needs to break out the whip.
Loken,
There they are.
Loken, I have an idea. You need to add in the training video for new employees, redeem your points for the captain, otherwise commissaried
Yeah.
in the face.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Crew Orientation 101. First rule of the crew of the Pride Loconia. Make sure you redeem all your points for the tabletop RPG he's a part of. Otherwise, you will find yourself unceremoniously in an airlock.
Yeah,
All right.
Look at that in the chat. They heard it.
Yeah, they did. They absolutely heard it.
They were running back to their crew quarters to fucking cash those in.
So Marshmallow Rampages has redeemed 2 for David Grayson.
man.
Let's see. Mark is complete. Ferric also bought one for you. So
Good man.
there you go. There's 3 for you guys.
Ray shall now not die as easily.
As easily.
As easily. Well,
As easily.
about that.
About that.
Yeah.
Between the Death Bot and the SEAL Team 6, which are about to descend upon us of alien super lizards.
I can take the SEAL Team 6. It's the robot that gives me kind of pause.
So I'm going to say this: if as a player you want to donate it to another Benny, a Benny to another player, you can do it at a 4-to-1 ratio. That's my ruling going forward.
Huh.
2-to-1. No, let's do 2-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
6,000.
He is in a generous mood today.
Yes, 2-to-1, right? Because that kind of makes sense. Yeah, because you're sacrificing something. Yeah, let's do 2-to-1. It's so it is written, so it shall be done. All right, guys, we ready to get back into the story. All right, chat, you ready? Cast, you ready? Yee.
Oh, been ready for 4 weeks.
All right, so guys,
Full send there, baby.
So that was our show for tonight. Thank you so much for catching up with
Bye,
us.
guys.
See you next time.
Take me with you.
Luna, you got the reference. I'm impressed. All right.
Wow. Shade.
Wow.
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 Nexus initialization complete. When our party last left off, they were outside a dock in a box. Dr. James Dunn was inside gathering information while Anton was sneakily accessing the neural net and trying to find information about the shell company that this particular dock in a box operated under. They had previously had a meeting at the meat lock. What was it called? I think it was called the meat locker or something like that. I'm such a bad DM.
It was called the Butcher's Place.
The Butcher's Place. It's meat locker, Butcher's Place, same thing, I guess. You know.
One way or the other, a sausage is gonna get hid.
Let's move. Let's move on. So they had a meeting with a previous employee of Johnny Dark's who gave him the inside information on his interactions with Lorna, and they started to open up a dialogue, and they are waiting. Our party's waiting for information from that contact to see if he can identify when a good time for the players to assault the Johnny Dark's his house, which is his house, if you'll remember, is a direct slap in the face of all the fours in the area, because it's just like this giant multi-acre house in the ghetto, and he does it just as a middle finger to everybody in the neighborhoods. So Johnny Dark is a very likable fellow. He is absolutely a very likable fellow. Our party has fallen in love with him. So
He's an upstanding fellow.
he is. Yes.
I want to
So-
make him breakfast.
You want to make a breakfast?
I want to make him breakfast.
A bag of lime or in a shovel or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bag of breakfast.
okay.
Yeah, you give him some stone. Give him the stone slippers, and you make him walk to the east side.
Don't ever
Go
do
put him
that
in the
again.
day.
I'd
Don't-
love to give him a free medical consultation.
There you
Hey,
go.
Absolutely
Johnny,
free.
go give him the concrete.
Last one
tennis
he'll ever
shoes.
need.
Why are you all saying such strange things? I'll just shoot him. I have no idea why you're saying such subtle things right now. Just kill him. That's
Wow.
what I'd like to do.
Wow. All right. So when we had left, Anton had hacked into the system, was gaining access and farming the system for pumping the system for information. And he got an alert that said, "Stay there, Anton. We know it's you. We'll be there in 30 seconds."
Oh wait, they did use my name. Oh no.
I'm trying to. They
I'm
used.
pretty sure they did.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah.
What do you?
pretty sure.
100%.
What do you do, guys? What are you guys doing?
Well, we don't know any of this. I just pointed
wait,
a bot to go talk out some like weird skeevy people, so I'm just staying in the car.
I'm just sitting in the back seat of the car, just kind of twiddling my
Yeah.
thumbs, just watching out for things. That's about it.
Yeah.
Just doing my usual thing, just going, keeping an eye on everything.
Me and Dave are playing Pinochle in the back seat.
Best of 37 rock paper scissors.
Perfect.
But yeah, and Anton's gonna like looking at his tab, just sort of in disbelief, and he's like, "Oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, 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 oh no," and he's gonna sprint into the clinic as fast as he can.
Okay. All right. And so as you run into the clinic, I believe Dr. James Dunn was walking around getting a tour of the building. So when you run inside, there's an empty desk.
I'm just gonna just go in and scream, James, the cat's lost. We need to go now.
James, give me a notice roll, please.
Okay.
At +1. It's not a very big
Okay.
building.
It's not seeming you want to
It's not like you roll it.
whatever. I'll roll it, but it does not give me a +1, so I'll
There
just
it
do a
goes.
+1 on this one.
Oh, you
Yeah,
made it. You made it.
Anyway,
It's
So-
a 4.
You
Yeah.
hear the familiar voice of Anton run into the, or you hear him screaming, "The cat's out of the bag. We gotta go. We gotta go." What do you do?
I go, all right, he says the cat's lost, is what he said. I said, that's my friend. I gotta go. he needs his cat. It's his therapy cat, and I'm running. I'm not even letting him advance.
All right,
I'm just running away.
We'll be in touch about the interview.
Yeah. Later.
All right.
Come on, man, Smokey's missing.
Doing as much as I can to slide down the rails awkwardly, trying to be quick but careful. You know,
all right,
I don't
you
want
run out into the lobby and you see your friend Anton standing there, and he's obviously a worried look on his face.
To the car.
Yeah, I literally just grab him and sprinting.
Like Superman to the car.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Literally, as we're going, like, Jesse, get her started. We gotta go. It's the lizard.
Listen here, you jerk with the freaking robot. You get over here right now. I'm gonna give you the
Jesse.
Right. You and the stupid robot. You, Mister. Oh, I need to come out here, send the robot out. Have fun with the Kraken. Yeah.
Jesse.
You know what?
I grab Jesse by the shoulders. I put his forehead next to mine. I go, Jesse.
What?
Anton is freaked out.
I don't like you that way. Get away from me.
When was the last time Anton was this freaked out?
It's the lizard aliens. We gotta go.
He doesn't believe in the lizard aliens. He found something.
Did he get into my stuff? Did he get into my bag? What's up with him? What?
Jesse.
What?
Just drive. Let's get the hell out of here.
You gotta give me direction.
I look over.
Anywhere.
I look at my cards. I look back at David. You got any 8s?
Everybody, give me a notice roll.
I'm just gonna look up and just go.
Oh, my first roll was for repair, so disregard that.
So that was your 9 to get the car going.
Yes, with
So
one
you
raise.
notice-
5?
Ooh,
I got a 5.
wow,
4.
I got a 3. David Greyson got a 3.
James Gunn got an 11 with a raise.
Okay. So let's resolve something first. Jesse, you
Yep.
have your car. Betsy starts up, and you are good to go in that regard. And you do have a free one in your pocket for the next time because you got that raise. Okay. Let's see. James Dunn, Anton, and Xero.
Please don't be a
Well,
helicopter.
so from a couple blocks away, you guys hear the screeching and the harsh acceleration of a vehicle. Dr. James Dunn, you notice it's coming from the north of you.
You hear that? I'm sorry, guys.
It's from
I
the
didn't believe
north.
it. We gotta go.
East, south, or west. Just drive
That
east, south,
doesn't
or
help.
west.
I don't know these things. Point.
That way. I point south.
So I pick up the deck of cards and I draw one into my hand and I look over and I go, so things went well then.
I went well on my end. I don't know what. Ant, are you okay? Do you need medical attention?
Jesse, I'm gonna
Without
share.
looking-
I'm gonna share the map with you. Okay, the town map. And I have a marker on there where in the current area where you guys are.
Yep.
So I want an idea from you what general way you're gonna be heading. And
I'm going to be snaking southwest. So I'm going to be snaking down first. I'm going to stay out under the curvature of the highway.
Okay.
I'm just going to be sticking to the surface roads until I can and keep going down below the commons and everything else like that.
Give me a couple ride checks real quick.
Drive checks.
Yeah, drive checks. I said
Good job. First, I'm going to use a Benny on that one.
What was that?
Yeah.
What was
the
that?
heck one. I rolled a 2 on the first one. That be a Benny, and then I'm gonna have another driving. That one's better. That gave me a 6 on driving.
Okay.
Which is the pass. How many more do you want?
2 more.
2 more. Okay. Next one is a bigger number. That's an 11.
With a raise.
And last one. That's another Benny because I wrote another 2. Thank you, everyone in chat. Another driving. That's a good one, and that's a 7. So 6, an 11 with 1 raise, and a 7.
Okay. So as you guys jump in the car, the first thing that's going to happen is Jesse is going to smash his foot down on the accelerator. He slams his Nexus down on the console, and the car lurches forward pretty fast. You guys are actually surprised at the performance of the vehicle, and he starts to take off. Jesse, you bang a left out of the parking lot. You drive down the street between 2 buildings. As you're driving, after a couple seconds, you see on the left-hand side of you, there's an alleyway. And you whip the wheel to the side, and you pull the e-brake real quick. Your car slides to the side, and you lurch down that alley, ripping down the alley. You're narrowly avoiding all the bums that are living in there. The trash cans are going flying. You come out the opposite end, and you just have a straight shot for about a mile, and you rip out of the area. What is everybody else doing this time as Jesse is whipping this car around?
I'm desperately both holding the oh shit handle, as well as that exists. I'm sure it's just rope that he's tied into the frame.
Jesse does not believe in such things, so there's none on the left side of the car.
It's frivolous. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
I'm holding myself to the car while I'm trying to talk to Ant. Going, Ant, deep breaths. Breathe in and out. In and out. Okay, calm down.
Okay.
Okay.
In a completely just unfazed manner, somehow able to just keep myself just in the car, not even holding anything, just with this car, just looking around, going, I'll sort of look around to the rest of the guys and go, so what exactly happened, and why are you talking about aliens?
I don't know, man. I was just trying to find some information, and they said they were coming for me, and I had 10 seconds. And I'm sorry, I did believe you guys. It's totally the lizard aliens. We gotta get out of here. Head for Chinatown. We got there. What's probably the best place to hide?
You all need to start learning that I'm the smartest one here. You know, we would get along much better. Sorry, Tony.
Tonk.
So much better if you all would just listen to me.
Listen, I believe you. No, none of them believed us.
I'm currently driving with like my hand in the console, but me looking back at everyone else in the car, not even looking at the road. Just
as he's doing this, like cars are coming at, like he's drifting into oncoming traffic, and cars are blaring their horns at him. Occasionally something's thrown at the car as he does so.
I'm giving him the Boston salute out the window.
Okay, all right.
Gentlemen.
For those of you who don't know that it is, I'm sure you can imagine what it is.
It's similar to the New York salute or the Philly salute.
Exactly.
They're all very similar.
It's a wave, right? We're waving?
Not with all fingers, but yes.
Not with all fingers.
It's the one-fingered wave. Yeah.
The salute.
Finger guns.
Finger guns. I love finger guns.
Okay. So, yeah. You got, Jesse's ripping through traffic. The music's blaring, and you guys can discuss. Tell me what you would like to do at this point.
Anton's gonna light up 3 cigarettes and smoke them all at once.
Dude, don't waste it. I got so much better shit right here in the glove compartment. Yep.
Anton, what specifically happened and what did you find?
I don't know, man. I found some basic thing, but I literally just typed in Lorna's name, and then they said they were coming for me, and I don't know, man.
Who's they?
I don't know. I don't want to find out. Keep driving.
Did they use your name or what?
Did they use my name, or was that a thing that you just forgot? They actually used Anton. Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, yeah, they did. They know. We gotta go, man.
Okay. Before we go, we need to go to your place and get your things, because the last thing you want is anything that can incriminate the rest of us.
Oh, shut up, man! You live on the floor.
I do live on the floor, and now I currently live where all the dead cats are. So,
I don't have cats.
No, in the other place, their place. You remember I slept at their place last time?
Oh yeah, sure.
Lots of dead cats. It was disgusting. Garbage bag had to be taken out there. It was nasty.
It's not our house.
At this point, I take the cards back from David, and I shuffle the deck up, and I put it in a box, and I slide it away, and I look over at Doc, and I go, "Hey, by the way, did you ever find Lumpy?"
I think so. Where was he supposed to be?
In the closet. He usually sleeps there.
Oh, I haven't found him that. No. No. I was wondering what the smell was.
Whilst those two are talking, I'm gonna grab my the gun, and I'm just gonna sort of hold my gun. I'm just gonna hold it in one hand, just look at Xero and just go, yeah, no, do we need it? What do you reckon?
Probably shortly, yeah.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and just go clack clack and just put it into the into the jacket. and just go, are you absolutely 100% sure they were maliciously coming after you? Like, did they say they're coming after you? It could have just been like wanting to chat.
I don't want to stick around and find out.
You know what he was doing, right, David?
No, what was he up to? I was just playing cards. I have no idea what
he was
doing.
hacking the database. That's where we were going there.
Oh, right. Yes, I suppose he would. At this point, it's going to dawn on me because again, I'm just at the unfazed point. Oh, yeah, okay. They probably would have killed him.
Zero like pauses for a second, looks at David, looks back at them, and goes, "What database?"
That's the company. Remember, they told us. They told you. You were there. Me and Ant were in the car.
You're getting really worked up and not talking very clearly, and I'm not totally understanding.
The company that you all told us about.
Okay.
From the dude in the bar.
Uh-huh.
He said there was something to do with his company and Lorna. So we went by there. I had Ant go try to hack his way in while I talked my magic. That's why the robot was there, Jesse. I anticipated you and your golden tongue of linguistic skills would be able to convince the robot of bad things were happening, because I trust you, Jesse, because you're the smartest man in this group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Golden.
Did I just hear those words? I swear I misheard that.
Mm-hmm.
David,
yeah, there's a dent in my door that you're buffing out yourself.
Which one?
Shut up.
So we went there to get that information. I was just schmoozing, and Ant was on his own. Next thing I know, he's screaming about cats and then lizard aliens. So, and people are trying to kill him. And that was a really fast response time.
Did they say they were going to kill him?
I'm coming to get you, Barbara. That's essentially what he said. Am I wrong? Ant? Correct me.
I'm not gonna correct you. You're right, man. I didn't believe you guys. It's totally the aliens.
You're in shock. You're in shock. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Hey,
Deep breaths. Focus on the breathing. Focus on the breathing.
I'm saying this, but do you have anything you can calm him down?
Well, I mean, do you want like regular calm down? Do you want him to like not wake up for a day? Do you want him to like
him catatonic?
Just chill him out a bit. That's all.
That's a big word.
Oh.
Okay, don't incapacitate him. Just make him calmer.
I have a bag of colors. Just reach in and take something. I lost count of what's in here. Anything in here could or could not calm you down.
I'm gonna go in and reach for the LSD gummy bear.
No. Just wash it down with a beer. You'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
I keep a cold one in the glove compartment at all times.
How do you keep it cold?
I'll believe it's cold.
Where do you think the door handle went, man? I gotta save some like cuts from somewhere.
It's literally just a hole from the glove compartment to the front of the car, so it's a constant flow of cold air.
Instead of having an AC unit, it just blows into the glove compartment.
Yeah, there's just an intake from the front of the car.
Yeah, it's just Freon, just straight into like the glove compartment.
When he said colors, all I could think of is like blue as a flavor, or like what color do you? What kind of drink do you want? Blue. Or like purple, purple drink. Oh my god, that's not a flavor. That is a color.
Well, whatever you take, you taste the sound. You taste the color. You'll be fine.
I want bus. The sound of
like.
Bus.
Yeah. So yeah, Jesse just throws like a handful of pills at him, and he'll be fine.
Wow.
Take the least intimidating one, and then stop complaining.
That's like a Tuesday for me. So like, can it really be that bad?
Let's get back on track, because
oh no, I'm on a road.
I'll just wow.
Let's not lose the plot here, guys. We need to figure out what the hell just happened, and we still don't know where Lorna is.
We're doing well the whole investigation thing, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing great. We know where she's not. That's for sure.
Yes, anywhere we go to search for her.
I mean, we could hopefully let Valdez's man get us into Dark's place. Maybe she's in there. I don't like.
No, man, it's this whole conspiracy. The aliens have got her. They've gotta have her. They were looking for her name and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, why would
You
her
know what?
name
I
trigger
can start-
such a bad reaction in a database? That seems
I
really
just typed
odd.
in her name. That's all I did. That shit. What is happening?
You know what? I get what you guys say about me now. This is
All right, I'm gonna do some quick research. Or actually, you know what? I'm saying, hey Zero, can you do me a solid and start looking up where this company's headquarters is, or if there's anything else in the hide that might have this company? I don't have to leave the district to try to find her, but we may have to.
Streetwise, Mike?
What are you trying to figure out? Sorry.
Trying to figure out if there's because we know that this company this was one of their clinics, but they also have I'm assuming corporate offices.
You're trying to think if they have a presence in other boroughs. Yep.
Well, in this borough, other presence other than just a clinic. Is there any corporate offices in this borough or anything else like that?
Give me a street, either common knowledge or streetwise. Yep.
Streetwise it is. That's a 5.
So you don't think there's another location or corporate headquarters in Hyde Park, but you would to be 100% certain you would have to do some investigation on it. So
okay. Do I know if any other businesses in the area are tied to it other than this hospital?
Give me a check.
Okay. That's an 11. So a success and a raise?
You don't think any are, so.
No, it's just that place. We're good. Oye, puedo, no tienes nada por ahí. I don't have any other information about any other businesses other than that one. So we should be pretty good for the most part.
I don't like the fact that she's probably outside of the hide. And the longer we wait to try to find her, the more chances we're never going to find her. I mean, I'm down for dealing with Dark if he's our last option, but we may want to also update our employer as to what's going on.
Might not be a bad idea. I really do want to get paid after all.
Puedo, I don't know if I trust him.
Our employer?
Mm-hmm.
You think we're just fall guys for a bad investigation?
See? Why else hire us? We're
So
nobodies.
nowhere?
So we're nobodies.
Do you want to start investigating him?
Mike, can I get any information off of him? Do I know anything about him with his streetwise role? Other than what we know?
Yeah, give me. Let me see what you could. Know.
All right. Well, that didn't roll on the thingy. 4.
So you think the general outline is he kind of grew up a street rat, and he tied himself to a couple people. Anton, he tied himself to a couple people, and got lucky. He got to know Lorna and Dark before they were big. Attached himself to him. He was kind of a thug that turned into he got a little smarter than the average street thug. So, but that's his history was not the cleanest, squeakiest wheel. Although for the most part down here, that's not uncommon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I open my phone and I flip through it, or my Nexus, and flip through it, and I look up at you guys and I go, he's too smart for that. He's hiring us for a reason. We're nobodies. He wouldn't hire nobodies for this.
Well, I don't like getting shafted. I don't think any of us do either.
Which is
And
why
I
we
know
tell
that.
him when the judge is done and we collect our money, and we don't tell him anything until it's done.
But he'll ask to see Lorna.
And when we get Lorna back, we'll prove it, and then we get paid and we're done.
So tell him the job is done and then go find Lorna?
No, when the job is done, we tell him the job is done, and we bring him Lorna, and we're done.
Yes, but our leads seem to lead nowhere. That's the whole problem.
That's up to us to use our resourcefulness. What I'm saying is, the more he sees us flounder, the happier he's going to be. If we keep him in the dark, he can't plan and plot against what he can't see.
I mean, would it be a plan to like stir the pot a little? Like, say that we have a solid lead, we know where she's at, but don't tell him to see if he starts like moving?
No, because then he gets into panic mode and things start shuffling and moving from what they are now.
So
Maybe
what you're
we
saying is
follow him.
maybe we need to start investigating him.
Or maybe we just keep doing what we're doing. We keep it dark until we get what we need.
But the problem is that he may know where she is and is just hiding this and blaming it on Dark. Do you really think Dark is smart enough to and loyal, has loyal enough security officers to keep one of the biggest names and hide?
Oh yeah, Papito. I don't think he's smart at all, and I don't think he's dumb enough to grab her.
Yeah. So
I think he's got
only
a game.
so I think the only person who's likely in this trap is the manager who hired us in the first place.
Hey, Mike, how possible is it? I'll probably need a roll for this, but how possible is it that he took out an insurance claim on her and is banking on her not being found and is doing this to look good in public eye?
I feel like that's something you would probably have to investigate. That wouldn't be like a knowledge roll. You wouldn't be just
Okay.
be
Like a research.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I'm going to say that out loud then. I think he's using us as fall guys to the investigation, so it looks like he doesn't do nothing. And when she ends up missing, and like many other places, performers get insurance claims on them, generally to cover losses for record labels and for producers. And if she goes missing and never gets found, he gets a big payout. And since she was a rising star, she hasn't peaked. She also hasn't dropped off. The insurance payout's going to be bigger, and it's going to be easier to deal with.
Does this mean we don't get paid?
If we don't find her, we don't complete the job. So we got to find her.
I don't think she's in hide anymore, man. The resources to find us like that, it's gotta be 3 at the very least. Maybe even 2. I don't know. I have to look into that company again. He just starts going over his tab and starts.
Hey, Ant, be careful. They know you're looking. So if they're looking for you, they're gonna be. Ant, they knew who you were.
I know.
They can trace you probably.
Where are you guys currently heading?
I said I was driving back down, heading southwest below the commons, but I'm just driving.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna do the first thing he has done in a long time, and that's he's gonna turn off his tap.
Okay.
Jesse's probably slowly heading back to the neighborhood. Just because someone mentioned before to go to Ann, so I'm just like heading in that direction, but not like
Meandering?
beelining it.
Yeah, I'm just casually making your way there.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm going there until someone tells me something else. Basically, Jesse has no idea.
All right, so it would take it. I mean, after about 10-15 minutes, you'd make your way back into that neighborhood.
So, guys, where am I driving? Where am I driving? Where am I going? What am I doing? Like, what are we like? Were we just burning gas here? What are we doing?
We're out for a midnight cruise.
I mean, if you want to,
I think we need to go back
a
to
midnight
Ant.
cruise, I can give you a midnight cruise.
Ant.
I mean, I have a couple of people that are pretty good. I mean, I'm running about $50, but
Ant.
Hmm?
Did you ever deal with that thing I gave you?
What thing?
The thing that was given to me in
What
prison.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know why you got it. I mean, I don't know how they ever expected you to get into it.
They obviously know I know people.
What you know about that?
Or they gave you the wrong thing. I don't know. But I mean,
It could be entangled in all this stuff. Fucking aliens, man. Aliens.
aliens, man. I had a look at it. I broke through it. It was like a comms link for some super high profile political hacker. He's done some good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Political hacker
yeah, that stuff takes
related to the crazy salad guy.
I don't think so, man.
Wasn't wait, wasn't Lorna a political hacker?
I don't know.
That's what you found under her drive?
I know she was a hacker. I don't know if she was political or anything, but
She's working with the paranoid dude who's like the government's out to kill us all. Like, I mean, saying that out loud sounds weird because aliens. But still, that could be a lead we didn't check. And where is it?
I mean, it's back at the apartment. It's got the encryption on it, but
Jesse, go.
Yes, Miss Daisy.
Go to his boy. I swear to God, get to the apartment, Ant's apartment now.
I'm just gonna
Jesse speed. Speed.
I'm just gonna instantly just slowly stop and be like, we're here.
So I would say you're about a block away. All right.
Damn. Okay, I'm just gonna slowly keep going.
Okay.
I was trying to have a joke, but no. Yeah. I'll ease into the 1 block away.
Let me get a notice roll from everybody. David Greyson, do it at a +2 for me, please.
You got it, sir. Let me find my.
Jesse rolled a 6.
James Dunn rolled a 7.
Positive because we live here and we'd probably notice anything different.
Zero's got a notice of 8 with a raise.
Hang on, I'm trying to do the thingy, and it's not doing the thingy.
Jesse had 1 raise as well.
Look at the plus thingy.
Ooh. Anton got a 7.
Hang on. All right, I'll just add on the 2 mentally, okay?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Is it
What
not
do
letting
you
you?
do
So
to add that on?
I got a 5, and
It's the same modifier thing.
So it's
You get to
7,
scroll up and scroll
basically.
down on the modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm scrolling. It's not doing
for
it.
you then.
It's because I clicked it on accident when I did middle mouse button instead of just roll. That's what happened to me.
Okay. That's a 7 anyway.
All right. So everybody, you guys are all arguing, talking back and forth, talking about Lizaman, and Jesse announces that you're about to arrive at Ant's place. You guys you're about a block and a half away. You're coming down this long street and you're looking, and everybody's preoccupied with what's going on, but occasionally a glance will slip outside. David, you're listening to what's going on, and your head swings to the left, and you look up on top of a building, and you happen to notice that there's somebody up there. And what sticks out in your head, because there's crackheads that hang out on top of buildings all over the place, is the quality of suit that they're wearing. Jesse, you're pulling down the street, and you're looking down, and you're cruising your way down there. You're going slow, so you have you can focus outside the outside the front window, and you notice there's bums sitting down next to one of the next to garbage cans. There's a couple that are warming themselves out over a fire, a fire in one of the trash cans. But you notice a motion that kind of raises something. He reaches up and he touches his left ear, and he just kind of looks up at the top of one of the buildings.
Okay, if I follow where you look, can I see the people on top of the roof?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm speeding.
I am immediately just gonna say, guys, it's a trap. Run, go.
I am just instantly putting my foot to the floor again and just GTFOing.
Are you're just gonna stomp it and run and peel out?
Oh yeah, I'm turning the first. I'm turning to whatever direction I do not see people in and just going that way.
Okay. Give me a drive check, please.
Yeah.
Are you fully?
You were right.
You're fully accelerating at this point, right?
That's a Benny because I rolled a 3. Yes, I am full acceleration, full on. Jesse is in an action movie mode. That is a 5.
All right. So Jesse,
if there is a ramp, I am taking a ramp.
So Jesse, you're cruising down slowly, and then you notice this, and after David Greyson's comment, you just stomp on the gas, not concealing anything, not being slick at all, and just whipping it around, and you start heading the opposite way. from who's sitting in the back of the car?
Me and David.
And
And in
Oh,
it.
I'm in the back. Okay.
Okay.
because there's only 2 front seats unless you're in my lap.
Well, Ant usually takes the front, is what it usually is. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Usually James in the back.
Either or.
All right.
Yeah.
So, as he whips the car around and starts to rip forward down the street, you hear impact in the back of the car, as what you can only assume at this point was a round just ricochets off the back of the car. Glass breaks a little bit, and you guys are hauling ass. Jesse, what are you going to be doing?
Bessie, no, you're so young. My God, why? She's so beautiful.
I'm just gonna at this point say, round from the rear, heads down, lads, heads down. I'm just gonna like just yank people's heads down so they don't.
Jesse's just gonna start weaving to one side of the street, probably turning at the very next turn, in whatever direction is off the street and going down, and then she's gonna keep doing that zigzag pattern.
Okay.
Away from this area.
Give me a drive check.
Okay.
While he's doing that,
That is a 5.
this entire time, I am getting as low as I possibly can, and going. In a panicked, like yelping noise, and just constantly doing it, not stopping. So
I should just sample
it's
that
going on in
for
the
every
background.
encounter ever, and just
it's easier on my voice.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
for that.
He's literally in the footwell.
Yes.
I'm just gonna
in a
wrap
ball.
my hand around James's mouth and just literally just go. Shh.
Nice and calm.
Be quiet. I can't think and shoot if you're screaming.
All right, so Jesse's ripping down. He takes the nearest right that he sees and bangs right down it, and you're flowing down another street, that cross street. What is everybody else doing?
Can I tell if I'm being followed at all?
You not currently. You're looking back down the street, and nobody has taken a turn after that street yet.
Okay, guys. Well, a little bit of change of plans here. So where the hell are we going now? So I mean, there's all sorts of spots we could drive, but where are we going? Where are we doing? What are we doing?
Mike, let me get a streetwise roll to figure out where a safe location would be that most people wouldn't follow, that we could probably ditch and hide for a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm thinking like maybe we head to a 5 borough for a bit.
Excuse me, I have standards.
That's
Yeah.
a 4. So
I
once
do too. They involve not being riddled with holes.
Well, we're gonna be hit with holes either way.
I think so.
You think the docks might be a good area back up towards where the docks were, because
okay. I pat Jesse on the shoulder. Hey, buddy, let's go to the docks.
Aye, protein shake.
everybody give me a perception, please, or notice. Sorry.
Notice.
Yeah.
Notice inbound.
Anton gets a 4.
Jesse got a 9.
James got a. Go ahead, David.
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
Oh, fine. David got a 4.
James got an 11 with a raise.
I'm gonna call you Odin from now on. You see everything.
All Father, Doctor, All Father, to you.
Doctor,
Oh, father.
Yeah. James, you hear the slamming of doors from a couple blocks back, and the sound of engines roaring to life as you guys speed away.
Do I hear that? With a 9?
Yes, you do. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'd be like, okay, guys,
And
we're gonna get some company. Oh, go on.
James, I'm sorry. You actually think of a couple of them sound like vans.
Okay.
Guys, they're coming after us, and I don't want to meet.
Vans, the black vans. They're
Shut
gonna
up.
take us away.
Shut up. Betsy is not a quick one. Just putting it out there. We may have to do something fancy here.
Jesse, go to the docks, buddy.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get there, but that's a lot of city between here and there. They're gonna catch up.
Jesse, go to the docks, buddy.
Whatever you say, Miss Daisy. I'm just gonna keep going.
All right.
I look over at David, and I slip free that pistol, and I press check the chamber, and I turn around and I start watching behind us.
Okay.
I nod my head.
Jesse's pulling out his pistol too, being like, it's like,
Oh, that hurts my teeth.
Couldn't.
Learn the one-hand rack. Don't use your teeth.
Please, please,
Jesse.
not hard.
Jesse doesn't know any better.
I'll be doing the same, and I'll just mutter over to Zero. Wait until they shoot us first.
Mm-hmm.
They already did.
It's I mean, the man's not wrong, you know.
Yeah.
I idly look at David and I go, he's messing with my calm.
Protein shake. I don't want to tell you this before. There's no real structure behind that seat of yours. If you just want to go through it and get your gun, you might be able to.
My mellow has been unharshed as I immediately start pulling at the seat.
I'm gonna roll my eyes at this point and just
Straight through it,
keep an
rip
eye
out.
out for whatever is coming out after us, and just think to myself, well, we've already done it now.
Jesse, give me a couple three drive checks, please.
3. Yes, Uno. That is a 3, so that's a Benny time. Man, I'm running a lot of Bennies this time. And that is a 7. Okay, next one is a 10 with a raise, but 1 raise. And final one is a 5.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
You are surprising your fellow passengers as you rail around these turns. You are coming within inches of the corners on some of these. You're sorry about that. You're whipping this car through alleys where there's inches, not centimeters, inches of room on each side. Sorry, I had to take a poke at you, Loken.
It's fine. I'll let it go.
You're going down these alleyways, and you'll occasionally drift to the side a little bit, and sparks will fly up from Betsy, but you roar out of the end of this alleyway, narrowly avoiding running over a bum, and you're speeding down the street. People are jumping out of the way because you have to jump on. You have to go up on these sidewalks and go around people. But you make your way away. In the distance, you do hear the roaring of these cars coming. And Anton, your Nexus is off.
Yeah, I turned it off. They're not. I'm not letting them contact me at all.
Yeah. Okay. So you're roaring that way. After about 25 minutes, you make it back up to the docks. You've seen two different aspects of this place. Is when you guys did the drop for Lontauk, you saw the actual docks, where it enters the water. But then you also saw the abandoned area where the Italian restaurant was, that you all went to. And that area is not as populated because they're trying to serve a good clientele in a shitty neighborhoods. So it's a little less populated. So you think in between those two areas, you think you can find a spot to pull in and just lay low for a little bit. I'll let you guys choose which one you want to go to. Jesse.
So we're basically either closer to the docks or closer to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Jesse would close. I'm not gonna do it. He probably would do closer to the docks.
Okay.
He doesn't trust the restaurant, so yeah, he would probably find a spot closer to the docks, like old abandoned warehouse or something, just something where it's large enough where he could physically drive it off the road and get it out from off from street vision.
Okay. Okay. So you pull in. You slide your car. You pull into this area and you go down the alleyway. As you're going down the alleyway, you see two giant waste bins, and you come back and you park. You pull in backwards right between the two, and you just shut the engine off, and you're kind of laying low there for a minute.
Nobody breathe.
Just gonna be keeping an eye out the rear of the car to make sure if we've actually lost these guys.
So I slip my rifle out, and I loose the bolt, making sure there's a round racked in, and slide it closed. And I slink down a little bit in the car.
Okay.
That's a good girl. Yes, you're doing a lot of hard things today, but it's all right. Jesse will take care of you later. It's okay. It's
Okay. You guys wait about 5 minutes, and you don't hear, like, you know, you hear the normal sounds of the city. You hear, you know, crackheads calling to each other, you know, prostitutes trying to find work, you know, cars occasionally going by, but it's not, you know, it's nighttime. You're not, you know, this is not a high traffic time of the night, but the freaks come out at night.
I'm sorry, Mike. When you said there's like crackheads calling to each other and process, I'm thinking of like a Attenborough film.
Yeah.
Listen to the call of the crackhead as he makes into his mating dance to find his dealer.
Or Werner Herzog.
Yeah. The prostitute is walking her corner on the daily street of the Hyde. Watch as she entices her customers with a plumage display. You know.
Oh my God! Somebody needs to clip that. We need to clip that.
plumage.
Oh my God! All right. So yeah, you hear the normal sounds and the rhythm of the city. It is like a living, breathing thing at this point. That's where you're at.
Are we close to the water, or are we like?
Yeah, you're pretty
away?
close to the water. You're probably like a block or two away.
Oh, okay.
All right, lads. I saw a bloke on top of a building with a particularly nice suit, and those guys had some serious hardware. What the heck is going on here? It's a freaking actress, like a singer. It's not nothing warrants this kind of response.
I
blame Ant. Yeah, I just blame Ant.
Don't blame me. It's the aliens. Why do they want Lorna? I don't know.
Mike Xero steps out of the car and slings his rifle, barrel down.
Yep.
And just kind of stares at the car and folds his arms across his big, broad fucking chest.
So
and just stares at the group of them. Like he's literally just like he's waiting for them to finish.
Okay. Okay. What are you guys doing?
I climb out of the footwell. I open the door. I crack, just a crack, and look around, really panicked. Then I reek it open, step out, and then immediately close the door and hide behind a box somewhere in the I'm assuming we're in like a warehouse or something like that.
Okay.
Just the closest thing I can hide behind. Just what the hell are we gonna do now?
I'll shrug my shoulders at this point and go, I have no idea at this point. We have been chased at every single corner.
That's a good question. You know, like some of us have day jobs tomorrow, which may be today, depending on what time it is. So this is a pickle.
So I step back and I lean against the building, and I just keep staring at him, waiting.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for y'all to calm down and realize what's going on.
What's going on?
Enlighten us, Xero. Even I'm confused at this point.
She's not just a singer.
Well, what is she then, if she's not just a singer?
Let's put together the clues. Let's figure it out. All right, walk with me here.
I'm going to step out the car at this point and close it. Whilst walking around the back of the car to get to Xero, I'm going to quickly have a look at the round hole, the new hole that's been added to the collection on this poor battered car. And I'd like to see if I can notice what kind of caliber they were firing from the hole that's created.
Give me let me look at your character, David Greyson, and let me see what the most. Give me a shooting check. Just give me a shooting check.
Okay. Wow, I'm gonna Benny that because that is terrible. That offends me with a 3. It offends me. Okay.
It offends you.
I'm gonna Benny that and we're gonna do it again. Right. Okay. Let's see if we can do this right now. 4. It's good enough.
It is good enough. You think it was. You think it was a 6.5 Creedmoor round.
So I will mutter this under my breath as I go past. Okay. Damn,
What you
so we're
typically
firing some-
know is a long flat round that is used at long distance for putting a big hole in targets.
Did you say this out loud, by the way, David?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this out loud. I'm gonna go. Damn, they really did want us dead.
6-5 Creedmoor is up open over 1,000 yards.
Yeah. You know, I don't know about you, gentlemen, but I feel we should talk whilst taking some cover.
So these are pros.
I pull my hand out from behind cover. I'm already way ahead of you.
this man is a cover pro.
I'm gonna shrug at this point and go. So, let's walk this through. Let's talk this through. Xero. What have you got, mate?
All right, listen. These guys are pros, right?
Evidently.
Look at the caliber of weaponry they're using. Look at the suit. You said he touched his ear. These are ear wicks. These guys are part of the corporation. Now, let me ask you a question that I don't want an answer to. I want you to think about this.
Okay.
In the back of your head, what kind of caliber people are these gentlemen? All right, now while you're thinking about this, let's go over this logically. We went to Lorna's house and we found a low-tech burner phone. We also discovered that she was involved with some hacking freedom fighters of some sort. Lorna isn't just a singer. She's a hacker that's involved in toppling a megacorp or some sort of mega organization. That's why they want her. That's what's taking her. And that's
she
what's going
disappeared
on.
herself?
We are not dealing with Johnny Dark. We're not dealing with some fucking petulant child who's pissed off because his talent's taking off and he wants to make a quick buck. She pissed off the wrong people, and the wrong people are making her vanish. So what we're looking at isn't something easy. We're looking at top end. Look at the hardware they just used. Look at how many people are fucking reacting to what we're doing.
So what's our next play in that case?
Si tu quieres, papa.
I mean, we gotta drop this if that's the case. We haven't got the hardware to deal with these kind of chaps. I should know. We've done it before.
They know where we live. We can't go home.
Oh, do they know where all of us live, or just?
Yes, assume. I'm just
Yes.
Yes, assume they know everything about us, and assume they have detailed profiles on every single one of us, our histories, our locations, who we like to hang out with, where we like to go and eat. They assume they have everything. These are individuals who have resources beyond the scope and scale of anything you've ever seen.
So I fold my arms again, and I let them talk, and I lean back against the building one more time.
Yeah.
I'll look over. You have more?
I told you, this is coming. I mean, this two place. It was up on an Associates
James.
Way. It's gotta be them.
James, your Nexus starts to ring.
Fuck.
Speak of the devil.
You look down.
Don't
and
worry.
And it's
Who is
the face to father, Dabdathos McGee.
Okay, thank God. I answer it. How's it going, Father?
May the Lord's blessing be upon you. I hope my day finds you well.
Could be in a better place. We're currently, holed up like a babe in a manger. But what's going on?
You guys had asked about that symbol, and I saw something on the news, and I thought it might be pertinent, so I wanted to reach out to you.
Okay.
There was another girl that died, and some civilian was there and caught a video of the body, and the symbol was on it before the police could cover everything up, and it's the same symbol that you guys saw on the girl in the rat.
When was this?
About an hour ago.
The murder happened an hour ago.
Yeah. Well, they found the body an hour ago.
Where? Hide?
In the hide. Yep.
Can you give me the details of where it was found? I mean,
Sure. I'll send you a link to the video as well.
all right, thanks.
All right. If I could be of any more help, don't hesitate to reach out.
We may be asking for some. What was that thing that happened in the Bible where they had to run away from punishment and they had to go somewhere else? It's been a while.
Are you looking for sanctuary?
possibly that. We'll get back to you on that.
Well, my son, I hope nothing but peace finds you. We live in this harsh times, and I will send that over in a couple seconds.
Thank you, Father.
All right. So,
Peace,
the father
peace be with you and such.
he smiles at your awkward attempt at the
Yeah.
and it drops.
Okay.
James, a couple
All right,
seconds
so I got
later, a beep goes off on your thing, and you look, and the first thing that pops up is a location. It is on. The body was found on the north side of Hyde Park. There's 2 bridges. It's actually 3 bridges, but it's the easternmost bridge that goes into Cambridge. It was found under. So if you're on the shore looking at the bridge, I'm sorry, if you're in the water looking back at Hyde Park with the bridge coming across, and you look left down the shore, the body was found down in that area. It's probably like 200 300 feet away from the where the bridge originates over to go into Cambridge.
Okay.
So the video pops up and it starts playing, and with an extremely shocked look, we're gonna go to break.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I am that jerk.
Not even for the break, you can't end with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you can. He's the GM.
yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna take a quick break. Let's be back here by 10:35, and we'll continue the Nexus story. What do you guys think?
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
We will see you guys in about 7 minutes, right around there, give or take, and we'll be back to continue the saga of Neural Nexus Zero. Jump into it. Cast, what's going on, guys?
Heyo.
Aliens.
Hey,
Howdy.
Aliens.
aliens.
Alien.
I have a feeling I'm going to need that armor sooner rather than later. Just saying.
Yeah.
And
mean,
that gun.
When I'm gonna ask you a question. When is it a bad time to have power armor? Like,
There's never a bad time. I will literally live in it. It's fine.
When
Look me
the
up.
other side has EMPs, that's when it's a bad time to have power.
Oh, that's why you do physical training, so you can still move it when it's offline. It's heavy, but you can still move.
okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. So, what are you guys thinking? What are we gonna be shocked by in a minute here?
I want to know why there are so many things going on down right now. I mean, I'm just so like, what is going on? Seriously. Why are so many bad people with extremely high-end gear coming at us at every single turn and corner and seem to be tracking our every blinking move?
That's the question, isn't it?
I know it's a question I want an answer to. I want an answer, damn it.
I guys, I forget that this is Loken's first foray into a TTRPG. So he's like, your anxiety is going to be like this for the next couple of years, Loken. So
Yep.
Yes.
It's par for the course.
So my personal deal, my conspiracy theory nut side, is going to say that Lorna staged this whole thing, so she can look like a martyr in the eyes of all the other people that she was working for to overthrow the corp.
Almost slapped the shit out of her.
And all along, she was a corp. Ah! No. Working for them all along.
That's my idea, my thought.
I like it. Anything's possible at this point.
Anybody else got any theories? Chat, do you guys have any theories out there? I'd love to hear it.
Mike actually Mike doesn't know where he's going. He's taking all this down. He's going to figure it out once we finish up today.
No.
That's harsh.
I have a loose outline. Stop it.
Only have 500 pages of notes. Damn it.
I've been staring at this company file for a while. It's just like, we gotta get into this class 1 borough somehow. We gotta sneak in. We gotta sneak into this company.
Yeah. Driving old Betsy into a class 1 burrow.
Guys,
Yeah.
I have to say Isaac Revia just guessed the plot of the whole campaign, so now we're gonna start over.
Billy Mays.
Whoa.
Oh, that would be
now.
hilarious.
Thanks, Isaac. Thanks for ruining it for everyone. Jeez.
Is it the 80s? Is it like Michael Dukakis just being afraid that he didn't get in office?
His evil sidekick is a slap shop guy.
You know, it's so funny because Michael Dukakis is 80s a political figure in New England. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is like it's just Dukakis. He didn't get the presidency. He's going down to the streets.
Well, he is now. He is now.
Yeah.
Mecca Michael Dukakis, like trying to kill
God.
people.
We're talking about the same
God.
Dukakis who ran for VP, right?
Yes.
Or is
yes,
the president?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It went well.
Uh-huh.
Oh God. All right. Let me take a couple sips of my drink here because I had
Now. DM now.
Wow. Drinking.
No drink, only DM.
guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Guys, the shocking thing that happened before, as we were, you opened up this video and what you saw was a giant crane coming down, taking Betsy and dropping it in the bed.
No.
That's metal.
That was
Jesse rides it the entire way.
Yeah, Jesse will be hanging off the dog. No.
No, give it back! Give it back!
I can still save her.
Take me!
That would be.
Oh man! All right, we guys ready to get back at it? Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we need to change the music tone to something a little bit more.
We should go from silence to silence.
Oh, that's right, because you guys
Yes.
don't get it at all. Oh, sad.
Yeah.
face.
I'll get my own list on.
Yeah.
Let's skip that track. Let's go. Let's skip that track.
Yeah,
There we go.
that Nate Knife Pit actually just guessed the real plot. Jesse actually isn't a crackhead.
It was all a ruse.
He's a plant.
ah.
He's Michael Dukakis
You
in
stumbled
disguise.
into
He
my
ripped off
trap.
his mask and it's Michael Dukakis.
Why is it always Michael's caucus?
What's
Now
that,
that,
Agnew?
now that's a channel manual. We're gonna need a Michael Dukakis emote. So
There we go.
it's
Tell
our
me get on that.
it's our Carol Baskins. So
Yes. Damn you, Dukakis.
I'll never recover financially from this. All right. So when we left off at the break, our party had received a call from Father Dabdathos McGee, which, if you might remember, was a priest of the old god, the Christian god here in Boston, Massachusetts. He is a quintessential Boston street preacher who was not afraid to take guff from people. He boxed in his youth and may carry a shotgun at most times. He had given a call to Dr. James Dunn, and when James picked up the call, he had indicated to James that there had been another fatality, and the symbol that was found on the woman in the rat from our opening night. The same symbol was carved into this girl, and somebody on the street had been able to take a little bit of a video on it, and it was all over the neural net. And he thought it might be important for the party, and he sent it over to James Dunn. James Dunn opened up and got the location from him on where the body was found, and also got a link to the video, started watching the video, and was horrified by something that he saw. So as the video started playing, James, and you're watching, it pops up from your wrist and it starts playing. You look over. It's from the point of view of somebody maybe 25 feet away from the body. There's cops all around, and they have the body covered up. You see Officer Caranta walk over towards the body, kneel down, and as she lifts up the body, suddenly the camera lifts up the corner to take a look at the body of the tarp that's covering her. The camera zooms in, and as Bobby pulls it back, a little bit of wind catches it, so it pulls back a lot farther than it should. And you see the face of a yellow-haired girl lying on the ground with the symbol carved into her head, her face. This girl, you are shocked to remember, is the girl that you have a date with tomorrow night.
Son of a bitch. That's not looking good for me. Go, God damn it.
I'm gonna look over and go, "You right there, bud?"
I just pick it and I just toss it to each one of their nexuses.
I'm gonna flick my Nexus open and take a look and go, "So that's a no for the date then."
Yeah. I don't think we talked with Bobby Caranto. That was one of the options we were going to do at some point, but never did. But if you do, I'm not going. I'm hiding somewhere because
I look at the video, I close it, I look at Doc and go, "Girls get in the way of games. Don't worry about it. You didn't need her anyway. Besides, you need all the games you can get."
No. God damn it. No. The last person she probably called, one of the last people she probably called was me to set up a date. How much you want to bet we're going to, the lizard people are going to set me up again to say I killed her when I was off doing illegal things with you?
Illegal? I don't know what you're talking about.
Technically illegal. We'll just investigate something, that's all.
Caranta may know more. She's obviously investigating these crimes. And she's the only good cop left in Boston.
Okay.
This may be tied into our whole investigation.
Everybody give me how do we do this in this game? Let me see this. Give me 2 seconds. Give me a smarts roll, everybody.
Jesse's got this in the bag.
James got a 5.
David rolled a 5.
Jesse got a 3.
Zero got a 5.
Anton?
I'm rolling a negative because I'm gonna roll at a -2 because I'm in a mental state. 10.
So 10 minus 2 for 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anybody who got a success on that skill check realizes you think to yourself, and you're thinking very quickly about the situation, and you realize this is the third person that has died with this symbol carved into them.
It just so happened that one of these murders happened while we were with the person who's missing, who we're trying to find, and now government, alien, lizard, corporation people are hunting us while we're looking for our missing friend who was abducted right before one of these attacks happened, right in front of us. There's a lot of lines meeting up in one place.
Guys, we're not that far from there. We could just take a drive.
I think that's an extremely bad idea to go near that.
So Zero's eyes suddenly go wide, and he grabs David's shoulder.
I'm going to be yanked over to one side with a jerk. Yeah, what?
We're fall guys.
Oh. I had to come to Fall Guys, isn't it?
Did you say it loud enough for the rest of us here, or you're just only talking to him?
He mutters it. I don't like. Zero never really yells.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
And this is one of those, like, as he gets more excited, he kind of lowers his tone, as opposed to the Doc, who starts getting louder.
I was just gonna look over at him and go, "What makes you so sure?"
Where was Doc talking to her? Where were we investigating? Who else knows we were investigating?
So, were the Fall Guys for what?
Who owns the record company?
True.
That's actually a good question. Who does own the record company? I don't know if the manager owns the record company or not.
This is total speculation. It could be absolute bullshit out of character. But Zero looks at James and goes, the corporation owns the record company. The corporation's got its fingers and everything. I guarantee you Shell Corporations is involved with every little thing. That's why the cops did what they did. That's why my friend got you out the way you did. That's why we were hired, because we're connected to her. That's why everything that's been happening has turned into a wild goose chase and gunfights.
It's gotta be this mimetic weaponry people. She was looking into them. It was on her drive. They must have gone on her and snatched her, man.
So we
Do you remember the name of the hacker who you heard on the drive? There's nowhere going back to that drive, and you're in the apartment.
I know the name, but yeah, I don't have the connection without that chip.
Can you see if you can't reach out and try to get us a meeting with this person, or at least some sort of connection? They may be our only shot.
Not without getting back to the apartment. I don't know the IP or anything. This person's like on par or better with me.
Do you know how anybody else you know? Like can you use your networks, your networking skills with hackers and all that?
I don't want to turn this on. If I turn this on, they could be like here in 5 seconds. I don't know.
You could all be dead in 5 seconds.
I finally let go of David's shoulder, and I walk up to Anton, and I brush his shoulders off, and I straighten out his shirt, and then I grab him by the collar and I bring him close, and I smile at him. I go, Anton, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. We can be out of here in how fast, Jesse?
Well, numbers.
Fast enough.
We can be out of here in numbers. And we're going to make this happen. And it's going to be fine. So what's going to happen is you're going to pull the best moves out of your ass that you can. And you're going to try to feed and gather information the best that you can. And as soon as you're done, and as soon as you get an inclination of nervousness that somebody might be watching, listening, or tracking us, you shut down and we run. Now, I'm right here with a very, very large gun. And I'm not going to let them hurt you.
I'm going to break in real quick, guys. Discord has decided to not show your cameras, except for Jesse Rains. So I'm going to attempt to fix that while you guys are talking.
Oh,
This is mine now.
We may need to reconnect because I'm also not seeing. I'm not seeing Loken either. I haven't seen Loken for a while.
Yeah.
So.
I have to survive.
real quick.
No.
Hooah!
I'm not seeing it come up on mics or not on the feed.
There we go.
Negative.
Hello there.
All right, let me try and fix Anton, mark this spot because we're going to have to edit. But
Already done, sir. Already done.
All right.
Jesse rules them all.
Give me what your characters are thinking about right now. I'm going to try and fix Jesse rules them all.
Yes.
He is.
I am the lone survivor. Everyone thought I would go first, but I am the last.
I'm thinking, why on earth Xero is being so nice to them all and being so polite, and just wondering where the heck the next round's going to go from, and wondering,
Oh,
I
James
did
came back.
deserve this.
I came back.
James,
There's Loken.
David, Ant. One more.
I'm alive.
Nope. Apparently, nope. Zero's not coming back.
Zero's dead. Zero's dead to the world.
As he's talking to Ant, right through the temple.
There we go.
There.
With them guns.
The snap happens and he just floats away.
I was about to say, it just turns to dust.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Dr. Dunn.
All right, there was a blip in the Nexus there, guys. There was an upgrade running in the background apparently. In the
We were
Nexus.
temporarily hacked. We're back now.
There was a solar flare. The aliens couldn't connect.
Right. All right, so we're gonna come back into the story now.
Wow.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna look back at that bag and like, Jesse, you got any mist in there?
Well, I usually don't carry that stuff. It's usually not my thing. But I might know a guy that you can get it from.
Okay, maybe that's for later. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna like shakily raise my arm and reactivate my tablet.
Hold on. Before you do anything,
yeah, go on.
I was like, well, if he's gonna do this, everyone get in the car because we might have to make a getaway. I might as well keep it idling, right?
I mean, he made a good point. I was like, climb into the car.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that hacker friend that she had, or that we know not even that she had, that we think might know her. The only thing I can think of is that if you said this is, if we think this is we're the fall guys of some kind, I mean, maybe we should confront the manager. Like, what else we got to lose? I say we either talk to Bobby or we talk to somebody else, or we talk to the manager, because after this, just because something is funky.
So Zero smiles and punches James in the shoulder, square off, like just like body punch, like smash, right?
Ow!
Oh no, you're totally 100% right. I agree. We need to confront the manager because I think ultimately he's the one who's doing all this, right? What are you complaining about? I didn't hit you that hard.
You didn't give me warning.
I'm
I
sensitive.
fix people. I don't. Ow.
Oh yeah, Bobby, you're such a sissy lala.
Yeah, exactly. I fix people. I don't fight.
Ant wakes up and is like, yeah, man, you bruise like a peach.
Like a peach, like an avocado.
Listen, I think you're 100% right. I think we need to confront the manager because I think he's the one that did it personally. But we can't do this on his terms, on his turf, with him knowing.
No,
With all this heat on us, not a good idea. And on the same tone, we got to get her back before some shit happens. They know the heat is on and that we're finding stuff.
She might have disappeared herself.
If she was gone, they wouldn't be going after us so hard.
Maybe they just want to get us to be quiet so they can say that they looked. But
then they wouldn't have hired us. Because right now they know we've got butt kiss. It's the last things we were reporting in.
At least we should find. At least we should find that hacker, because if she's part of some underground group of rebels trying to overthrow the country with salads, maybe we should find out other salad folk out there that aren't crazy and want to get us killed.
See, I agree.
So,
and I sit down next to David in the car, and my leg starts bouncing up and down.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna reactivate my tap and immediately start to sanitize it and make sure no other like connections come in.
In the meantime, I'm just playing with my gun.
Give a what check?
Programming.
Programming.
That was
Okay.
programming. Yep.
That is a 6.
You think it's clean at this point?
Okay. This is like, okay, shutting it down should have stopped any current connections, and I don't think there's anything on here. Well, what do you want me to do, Zero?
Before you can act, 2 Nexuses light up with phone calls. Dr. James Dunn, your phone starts to, your Nexus starts to ring, and Anton, yours does as well.
Ah! I turned it back off.
Who do I see?
Officer
do I see
Bobby
is calling?
Caranta.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Sweet lips. Oh, darn it. I wish it was me.
I'm not answer it. I'm not that paranoid. I'm not answer it. I mean, I hit the button.
Okay.
Officer Caranta?
James, we got to stop meeting like this.
What do you mean?
James.
Oh, Jesse says hi, by the way.
You literally see her roll her eyes. James, what do you know about a girl with yellow hair?
There's a lot of girls with yellow hair. You got to be more specific.
Maybe the one that you were talking to earlier today.
The one I set up a date on? Yeah. We talked earlier. We set up a date for like. What do you care about her?
You haven't seen the network, the news?
I got something recently, but I haven't looked at everything. Why? What's going on? We've had some other crazy stuff happening, Officer Caranta. Just crazy stuff.
Can you verify your whereabouts for the last couple hours?
I was at I forget the name of the body shop, the place I was trying to interview in.
The Doc in the Box.
Yeah, the Doc in the Box.
Doc in the Box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at a Doc in the Box thinking about getting a job for a little bit. I was been with the crew that you've met pretty much the entire night. Actually, the entire night. We went to Dark's to talk with Mr. Dark about something. We're doing a job. So we're looking for somebody who's been missing. Why?
It's funny the women around you keep either coming up missing or coming up dead.
What?
I rapidly smack David on the shoulder.
Dead?
Yeah.
Who's dead?
The girl you were speaking to a couple hours ago.
Okay.
Could you come down to the blockade and answer a couple questions for me and my boys?
Last time I talked with you, you threw me in a jail cell for an entire night.
I want to get a feeling. I want to see your face. I want to see you face to face.
Yeah. I don't want to get a feeling of your officers all over my face.
I would like to.
I grab James's arm and I pull her into view and I go, "We'll be right there."
I'll send over the location, and she makes.
We need you to be there though.
I'll be here. Don't worry.
Hang up. I'm not going back to jail. I'm not going back to jail.
All four of yours, because one of them happens to be turned off. Beep as the location arrives for you guys to go meet with Mrs. Caranta.
Oh, summons for the police.
All right.
Fantastic. So we have the mega corporations on one side and the police on the other. What a fun
Ant.
day it's turning into.
Ant, who was calling you?
I don't know.
Ant, we gotta figure this out, man. I don't want to die. I'm not going back to jail.
I'm gonna turn this back on.
Ant, look at me right now. Do I have to drug you up and get you to do things? Because I will
for
do
heavens.
that. I've done it for Jesse before.
For heaven's sake, I just basically shout and just take my pistol out and put it to the back of his head. Turn your damn Nexus on and find out who it is. I am so sick of this.
Whoa. I mean, whoa. Just whoa. I mean, guys, can we just all take a step back?
In a purple.
I have a
And a
baggie
purple.
here that we all could share. We need some bro time, man. We need to work on us.
Jesse, if you don't start the car, I'm going to put you through an effing wall.
Tell him to put the gun down. This is no way to treat friends.
Acquaintances at best.
Anton, listen to David. David, you're good. Just tone it down a little bit. Take a deep breath.
Also, David,
Yes.
please don't shoot our friends.
He's useless if he doesn't do his job.
David, he's scared.
Fine. I'll
Not
put
all
it
of us
away.
went off to the military carrying power armor to free some
It was
nuclear reactors
complicated.
somewhere.
It was complicated. He had a few deployments. That's all I'm going to say as I put my pistol away.
I'm just not all of us have that kind of level of training.
Look,
I personally
wrestling-
do not like violence.
Wrestling
So-
gigantic irradiated creatures out in the wastelands was an interesting part of my life, I will be honest. Anyway, Fine, I'll
let him
remove
another
the pis-
cigarette.
I'll remove the pistol from the back of his head, put it away, and just sit back and just go, fine, well, better handle that.
Yeah. Like I
I'll
said,
start
Ant's-
driving. I use my one free one.
Okay.
Ant's gonna light a cigarette. He's gonna take about half of it in one pull. And he's gonna turn on his tap again and try and see who called him.
So you turn on your Nexus, and you guys are driving. You figured it's gonna take about 20 minutes to get over to the. Actually, no, you're pretty close. I'm sorry, it's gonna only take about 5 minutes to get over there.
Yeah, we're not that far.
Yeah, you are up in the general area.
Yep.
You look down at your wrist, and it says unknown caller.
Oh man, I don't like this. It says unknown.
Maybe it's the creek that's been calling us.
I
The one who's known everything. Called
that
you,
guy?
called me, called David.
He doesn't seem awfully knowledgeable.
The secret lizard alien who's trying to either torture us or help us.
Yeah,
You know,
like
this guy.
yeah,
Yeah, that one.
I was
that's the one.
yeah, like I've analyzed that number before. I want to see if this one matches up with the other two calls we've received in the past from
Sure,
that guy.
give me a programming check.
Programming. Great. That is a lots
blimey.
of numbers 16.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
success with
You are
Hack the planet.
very confident.
4 raises.
You are very confident this is 2 different signatures.
2 different. Okay. It's like it's definitely not like that guy. I don't know who this is.
Maybe it's Lorna.
I have Lorna's number, but like she would.
She's
call
a
me unknown.
hacker.
Yeah, but she knows how to contact me. Then she wouldn't
Here,
do it
just send me the
unknown.
number. Just send me the number.
Fine. Yeah, like I'll send him the string.
I call it really quickly.
James, when you try to call it, the Nexus connection just doesn't initiate it. It's like almost like in a previous time if you had a bad number.
Oh, it's a dead number.
Surprising.
Anton,
Well-
give me a programming check.
The programming. All right. Witchy. 6, 6, 6, 5. All right, that's a 23.
You are very sure.
He's been possessed by the devil.
Told you the blue pills work.
Anton, you know, and like this is common knowledge to you that it's people are able to spoof their numbers. And they can come across like the signature can be spoofed, and you think this is just a dead number from that side. They're reaching out, but you're unable to reach back to them at that with that signature.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't think we can call him back on this. Maybe they'll try again later. But
We
like,
can only hope.
yeah, I'll look into this crap some more.
So after about 5 minutes, you arrive over towards the scene. There are about 25 looky-loos in a cluster off to the side. There is a bunch of police presence as you're coming around. The blue and red lights are lighting up the area. And you see cop cars in a peripheral around, like a circle around, 2 or 3 cop cars in a circle around, blocking access over there. You pull up, and a cop puts his hands up and in a stop motion, and is like signaling. He's like, "You got to get out of here!" And he starts yelling. He's like, pull that car back."
I lean out the window and I say, Officer Caranta wants to talk with us.
All of you?
All of us.
Apparently.
All right. Well, you can't take your car in there. You gotta put that somewhere.
Well, then tell us to come meet us over where we're parking.
Are you kidding, right? I'm gonna go over there and tell my detective that you're summoning her over there.
Just tell her that James Dunn is here. All right?
James Dumb?
Dunn.
Dunn.
Dr. James Dunn.
Oh, now you're a doctor. Now you're a fucking doctor. Okay. All right. I see it. Whatever. Go park the car right over there. Come on. Get it out of the way.
If only we were near Harvard.
He
I
said,
will slaughter your whole family.
Dr.
I'll
God,
end your bloodline.
Yeah, go back to car.
So he kind of taps his chest real quick, and he's like, "Karanta, I got some idiot out here claiming that you wanted to see him." Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't look so smart. He's claiming he's a doctor. Yeah, big guy with him.
I'm not smart. Who's the one's working for the police department?
Bobby. I'm gonna tune this one up. I swear to Christ, I'm gonna fucking tune this one up. All right.
It's fine.
So he motions over to another cop. The cop comes over, takes his position. He walks off, and he's giving you the finger the whole way off. walking away.
Not my type, sunshine. Not my type.
Shut up,
Oh.
Jim.
I
You gotta
swear
talk
I
their
will
language.
gag him.
You gotta talk their language. They don't respect you if you.
I'm going
unless
to
you
let
speak
him
with them.
break your leg.
James, I doubt they'd respect you even if you talk their entire language and then they learned every single thing about them.
So this cop says, James, you and is there a David Greyson and a Xero here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you three go in. You
What?
stay.
How about-
She's
you,
right there.
You sure there wasn't one for a Jesse?
Jesse.
No.
It might have been under hot thing. Stud.
I would like to note that whilst this has been going on, I have been discreetly disarming myself from the usual cubby hole to make sure I am unarmed.
The magnificent, the amazing Thunder Road, the most amazing night she ever had. I mean, any of this ringing a bell? You sure it's just the three of them?
I'm going to step
Shut
out the car at this point.
Your mouth and move the car out of here. And you guys, she wants to see you. They're right over there where the lights are.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
I make
I open the
myself
door.
clean and I get out and I start walking towards the car.
Start walking. Yeah. I start walking
So-
towards where she was.
So the cop, so Jesse, the cop looks over at you, comes around, holds up his Nexus, and makes a scanning motion. Looks over at James and makes a scanning motion at you as well. And he goes, "All right,
Okay.
all right. Go see Bobby. You have yourself a nice day, sir."
I move through.
I'm just going to walk alongside of James whilst we go toward this.
As he walks,
towards the door.
as you walk past the cop, he waves his Nexus over to you guys, and like a little light illuminates on your chest, and it's like a red R, and as you look around, any non-uniformed officer has like some kind of symbol on their chest at that point. So you think it's a designation on your access level within there. So you guys walk over and you see Bobby talking to a couple of uniforms over kind of near the body. So
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Bobby and wait for her to be done with
Why?
whatever she's doing.
why you got to give my guys a fucking hard time?
Because James doesn't know when to shut the hell up. How you doing,
He
Bobby?
really doesn't.
I thought it was just friendly ribbing.
No, they don't like you.
They just
No one likes me, but
I said to that guy to get donuts because he was gonna murder you. He was literally gonna drag you out of the car and beat you in the end of the life.
well, that's not what I wanted.
What did I tell you?
I'm going to sort of, playfully punch James and just say, hey, for a guy.
Ah! Don't do that.
Same spot Xero hit him before.
Yeah,
Same
same
fault.
spot. God.
For a guy who doesn't want to go to prison, you sure as heck they're making it easy for them to throw you back there.
Well, they're gonna put me back there anyways because of the lizard aliens and everything.
Yeah, anyway, sorry, officer, as you were saying.
So tell me about your relationship with this one. And she leans
I'm-
down, pulls back the sheet, and what you can see
Oh.
that you couldn't see from before is that there's a nail stuck in the back of her head, right at the base of her where her Nexus
Ooh.
control interface is.
Oh.
You're a
Well-
doctor and you're throwing up at this?
I'm used to. I'm not used to. I'm used to working. Okay, this isn't working. She's dead. She's not just dead. She's stacked. They're just gone. Okay, just oh. I met her once the night of the whole thing. We exchanged numbers. Then everything went crazy, and she called, earlier tonight asking if we wanted to go out on a date. Just pull the logs. You know that. You'll be able to see that.
Oh, we're spinning up a warrant right now, but I wanted to talk to you face to face about it.
Listen, we've been busy all night trying to track down Lorna.
Oh, I heard you guys are on that case.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not going very well.
Making some waves out there, huh?
shit's getting kind of nefarious. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit's always nefarious. This is the hide.
Yeah, well, this is a little deeper than that.
I'm just gonna like reach up just as I'm looking down the body and just go like this, just a little bit bigger than this, than that.
Lorna, or to Bobby, Officer Karanta, I correct myself. You're probably the only legit cop in this whole city, as far as I know.
So the 3 cops standing around, like, look over at you at this point.
I'm trying to be very subtle.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
not trying to be like, yeah.
all right.
You want me to-
Let's see if the cops. We'll let the dice decide. Let's see. I'm gonna
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
I'm gonna let him beat you.
I'm gonna intervene.
Give me a give me a stealth roll if you're trying to, like, you know what I mean.
I don't
like,
have stealth, so you want me to do just
Unskilled.
unskilled, or do you
Yeah.
want me to? Okay.
Yeah.
Woo! Good luck. That's a 2.
They definitely hear you. And they cast shade over you. They definitely they all look out of the corner eye at you. One of you do see one cop over on the other side that goes, yeah, you know, shakes his head like that's about right.
I go as far as I know. Okay, I don't know you. I know her. And I say, there's something weird going on with Lorna, and the fact that this is happening around me while we're looking into Lorna. I mean, I'm not saying aliens. I'm just saying there's a lot of coincidences going on.
I mean,
these guys can verify everywhere we've been. I can even tell you the people we've talked to in the last day when we've been looking through this thing.
I'll need that list. Yeah, if you could get that list over to me, because we'll verify it. I mean, if it clears you up,
if I'm alive in the morning, Bobby, you got to understand, Officer Karanta, I'm sorry. You got to understand, I could be dead in the next hour.
We all could.
I mean, legitimately. Things are getting weird. And this is Hyde. This is weird for Hyde.
At this point, I pull up my Nexus and say, "Yep, here," and flick the list over to Bobby. Okay. I like to take detailed schematics of every single place we ever go to, you know, for escape purposes, just in case. I have literally a list of everywhere we've been.
Okay. Anything you're admitting, or is it doing carte blanche?
Sorry?
Anything you admitting, or are you just doing carte blanche?
Oh no, I'm just providing her the information she asked for.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it wouldn't do anything. Anyway.
So Zero kind of leans into her a little bit and goes, "The doc's a little paranoid, but he ain't lying."
All right. A familiar face starts to walk through the crowd over towards you guys, and you see Angelo walking up. Calls out to, you know, Bobby's eyes, you know, cat lock eyes with him over, you know, over James' shoulder. James, you look around and you see Angelo walking over. And there's, you know, a smile lights up on his face as he walks over to and sees you guys.
What a coincidence.
Well, kind of falls in my purview when a murder hits the neural net, and you know, it falls under entertainment at that point. What's going on here? So Bobby responds, and, you know, she reaches down and she pulls back the cloth, and she shows Angelo that it's another decon, and says, you know, when Angelo sees the symbol, his and Bobby's eyes lock together, and she kind of nods at him. You guys do notice this. You know, she stands back up, looks at Angelo, and goes, you know, it's the third Angelo. Angelo kind of like ponders for himself, and he looks at you guys, you know, almost if deciding if, you know, they should have this conversation off to the side. Yeah, this is the third. It officially, wow, the term just went out of my head. Is it officially a serial killer at this point, Bobby? You want to say something, James?
As he says that, I say, what makes you think it's one?
I mean, killings look similar. You know, they're all cut. They're all deconned.
Do you know what that symbol means?
We have people looking into it. They've been reaching out to local churches. I know Officer Karanta, you tapped your contact Tabitha, his Father McGee, right? And she said, yeah. Why? What do you know about the symbol, James Dunn?
Well, I'm just going to say that it's popped up in our purview because I was thrown in jail wrongfully for this damn thing.
Let it go. Let it go.
So we decided to look into it with our own case and found a little more crazy stuff in the annals of what it means.
What does it mean?
With the church. It's the symbol of a demon. An illusionary demon.
So
One about tricks and illusions.
Tricks and illusions. And you think that means there might be multiple people?
I mean,
What if it's somebody just hiding in plain sight, using this as a, you know, as a big, you know, middle finger to the police that they're
well,
hiding.
whoever it is, they must be really well known. This isn't exactly common knowledge.
Interesting. We're gonna jump over to the other two members of the party for a second here. Anton and Jesse, what are you doing in the car?
I'm currently sending selfies to Sweet Thing, going, you forgot about me.
No.
Send. I don't think you can really forget about me. Send. I'm right out here, sugar. Send.
Oh my god.
Anton?
I'll keep the car warm. Send. It's like, snap.
Where
Send.
are you going to take her?
Freedom.
Anton, what are you doing?
I'm honestly not too sure at this point. I guess what we were doing was like Anton was gonna go to his usual forums, maybe try and talk to some of his hacker buddies, see what they know about this company, see if they've heard any like recent waves, see
Okay.
what's big right now.
Okay. Let me see what skill I want you. I know there's. Come on, I can do this. Bad DM that I am.
So, Mike, how far did they make me move away from the scene to park?
So if you're looking at the bridge, right? There's a semicircle of cop cars like around the entrance. They made you pull off to the left along like what would be like a retaining wall that leads to the going down to the bank on the left side of the crime scene. Looking out towards the bridge, the crime scene, you know, focuses towards the center of the bridge over to the right hand side of the bridge. So
Gotcha. Okay.
So you're about maybe 50 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. Thank you.
Anton, give me a hacking check. No, it's more of a give me a common knowledge.
Common knowledge. All right, I got +2 from my e-stream. Roll. That is a 7 + 2 for a 9.
Okay. And you're what are you specifically trying to figure out again?
See if there's any like big news. See if any like hackers have uncovered something big.
Okay.
As well as just look into this company, Mimetic Weaponry. See if anyone's like specifically mentioned them.
Okay. So what stands out to you the most is the amount of information you cannot find about them. That seems to be more telling than anything you have picked up on about them. They have a website. They have, you know, a pretty generic website. If you would liken it to an old GeoCities website in this current era, it's dated. You know what I mean? It's like a 2-page website with contact information. But there's not much out there about them, and that stands out to you more than anything. You know, in this day and age, everything has a digital footprint. You can find something about the local hobo on, you know, somewhere, you know, a birth record, death record, some kind of official record. And so what, like I said, what stands out to you is the fact that you can't find information about this company that much.
Yeah. Is there any like I said, is there any like news or any like big breakthroughs in the HackerNet or?
So there is a little talk of you know, what's going on, you know, in the current climate in the city. You know, there's whisperings about, you know, Lorna going missing. It's, you know, it's pretty prominent in this area because she is a local. You know what I mean? But the forums are talking about, you know, her disappearance and, you know, any crazy conspiracy you could conjure into your mind is come up on the boards. They're talking about she's a lizard man and she runs a new world order. They're talking about, oh, she's just doing this for publicity. She'll appear in a couple days and, you know, it'll be you know, it'll be something stupid like she was vacationing and she forgot to tell her manager. Her manager has you know, she was afraid that the manager was afraid that, you know, her contract, she was going to leave after her contract was done and go independent. And so, you know, they killed her. They were, you know, with everything going on, people are talking about the fact it could be, you know, with all these girls coming up missing, that it could be tied into, you know, she could be a body that's just not found yet, you know.
Yeah,
those ones seem to be rising to the top because it's such a recent thing. Like the media, you know, that clip is running its 15-minute news cycle on the neural net, and that's you know, so everybody are latching onto that. That seems to be the common current leading theme.
All right, well, what I'm gonna do is under my usual alias, I'm literally just gonna throw up the handout we got. So it's the image labeled handout scene 2 company file.
Yep.
I'm literally just gonna throw that up and just see if we get any responses to it. Just like, look into this. Shit's going down.
Okay. All right. So you post that. As you're sitting there talking, give me Jesse, are you still doing selfies?
Of course. I mean, he's until something happens, he's just be like sending messages, sending pictures, sending messages.
Anton and Jesse, give me a notice roll at a -4, please.
Yeah, so that's a -2 for Jesse.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 minus 4 for 1. I'm gonna re-roll mine just as a one-off.
Okay. You gonna Benny that?
Yep. And look at that.
Woo!
We get -4 for 6.
Wow.
That lucky Benny.
Anton, as you're sitting there typing away and you're uploading, you're literally pressing the progress bar and pushing it across the screen to upload the file. As you're doing so, you're pretty engrossed in that. But you look up at the last second and you notice a gentleman standing just outside the car window, dressed in an all-black suit.
Like in front of the windshield, or
No,
my
like so
passenger?
he's like right outside your window right there. And he takes he reaches in his pocket, pulls out a card, and presses it to the window.
I'm gonna like crack it like a millimeter, so he can like slip it through.
He pops it in and it plops down into your lap.
Does he just stand there staring at me, or does he walk off?
He's
after
staring
that?
you like this, the emotionless, dead stare you've ever seen in your life.
Okay. I'm like,
And he
roll
points
back
at
in,
the,
like,
he points at the card.
I read it.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, United States of America. And he motions for you to roll down the window.
Jesse, it's the feds. Hide the drugs.
What the hell do you mean it's the feds? What do you think? There's a PD over there. It's the local PD, man. Look, police car, police car, police car. What the hell are you talking about? I'm flirting with one right now. Shut up.
I literally just grab his head
Yeah.
and turn it. I grab his head and turn it towards the.
What do you mean if it?
The man in
Oh.
black.
Oh, dude. Why didn't you say something? God, man. Can I like? This is like the first time this has ever happened. Can I get like a picture? Like, I didn't think you were real.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it down as he's like
looks
after that.
So a slight look of irritation starts to cross his face, and he looks at you, Anton, and he just he's like, roll down the window.
I roll it down like very forcefully. It's like, okay, it's stuck. I just like move past the threshold. Like it's never been fully rolled down a while. Like it only goes to about half. I'm just like, sorry, this is as low as it goes.
You gotta like
Just
like,
give it a tap. It's fine.
like crank it like 4 times.
Yeah,
like and it goes half.
I'm rolling it down and it just stops about halfway. I'm just like, okay, sorry, this is as low as it goes. Can I help you?
Why am I getting calls from associates of mine saying that you're illegally accessing private networks?
What do you mean, sir?
I'm not. I just drive him. We're just. You know what? I'm just not. I'm not here.
Why?
Oh.
I'm like trying to be. I'm trying to be sneaky, but I'm setting feds to all the other 3. Just feds.
As my arm continues to ding rapid
Ding,
fire.
ding, 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 ding. All of our arms just dinging while this conversation's going off.
Just gonna look up and just go, oh, look, it seems like the others made new friends.
I nudge Bobby and I show her the message.
What is
the word feds like
feeds?
15 times.
What is Jesse on about feeds? Bobby, is he sending you feeds or something? I'm sorry, Officer Caranta.
She looks down at her Nexus and she's like, what the? What? 73 messages? What's in the actual?
Why is he telling me to tell? I respond back as he's texting back. Why are you bothering Officer Caranta?
We're gonna switch back over real quick.
Yep.
Anton, he looks down at you and he says, "My associate would like to speak with you."
Oh Jesus!
Hi, nice knowing you.
Okay.
Because this is your first time experiencing my presence in the presence of my associate, we'll do it on neutral ground. This is the last time. I've been very polite with you, haven't I?
Uh-huh.
If you don't show up, or if I find out this kind of thing's happening again, I'm going to have to pay you another visit. Are we clear?
Sir?
Don't talk.
Sir,
Don't talk.
were you the one who shot
Don't-
at me before?
Don't.
Were you the ones that shot out my
He just
window?
completely ignores Jesse at this point. Anton looks at you, and he looks at you and he flicks an address over to your Nexus. 2 p.m. tomorrow. Be at that address. BioLink Designs.
Okay.
And he just kind of, adjusts his coat, pulls his cuff down, adjusts his cuff length, looks down at you, and just gives you like a smirk and walks away.
Hey, I would like to file for some damages.
Oh my God, he's gonna kill you, Jesse.
God.
I text back again to Jesse. Why are you bothering the police officer? She's going to break your neck.
Number 1, mind your own damn business. Number 2, FBI! Just like exclamation point, shouty cap.
Oh, I said her like, oh, FBI. Wait,
Feds.
FBI.
Look over Jim. Said, what else did you think that?
I say it very loudly. Yes, I say that too to everybody around.
So Bobby hears that, and she, FBI. What do you mean?
I think Jesse sent you a bunch of pictures because the FBI are here.
The FBI haven't operated in Boston in 60 years.
I text back. There is no FBI. It's lizard aliens.
Anton,
Run.
give me the card. Give me the card. Give me the card.
It's mine. Give me.
Give me the name card. Just 1 second. Just.
Oh, I want to look at it.
Just give me a picture. I just need a picture. I just need a picture.
Fine. Here. I don't let go of it. I hold it up to take a picture.
I snap a picture and send it to Dunn.
Okay.
If once I get the picture, I throw it to Bobby and just.
Real
What's
quick,
that?
I just wanted to mention.
wanna-
Okay, so Gamer Mom Louie has given Xero. I'm sorry. Nate's Knife Pit has awarded a Benny for Jesse, and Isaac has redeemed a Benny for Davis. So I'm gonna.
Oh, good. You did your duty. Thank you, Isaac.
All right. So Jesse and Benny. I mean, Jesse and Benny. Jesse and David. Sorry.
Benny has his own Bennies.
Benny.
Well, like Jesse and Sweet thing.
The other party is Benny and the Jets. It's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. So you send a picture of the card back.
Yeah, to Dunn, and then I think Dunn sent it to Bobby.
So when you get the picture of the card, James, it has like an official seal on it. It looks like an official crest. And it says Federal Bureau of Investigation, and but there's no name on it. You conspicuously notice there's no name on it.
Okay. I look at it and I send it to the Officer Karanta. I was like, are my friends getting punked?
I mean,
You tell me there's no FBI
there's no
in Boston.
There is none. There's none. The Army took over all the federal investigation years ago at a federal level.
Okay.
You guys would know this. I'm sorry. So this is something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'd be like, oh, okay. So I respond back. There's no FBI. Whoever they are, they're not feds.
Yo,
okay. So you're responding that you're not saying that. Okay.
I'm texting it back
Okay.
to him on
Okay.
my Nexus. I'm like,
Okay.
not feds, likely lizard aliens. Run.
So Ant, so supposedly there aren't feds here.
I don't care what they are, man. They know.
Yeah, well, that's a problem, especially considering you're meeting them tomorrow. Well, okay, well, he has a date with one tomorrow at 2. Send.
Is she hot? Send.
Oh my god.
No, ... I don't think he is his type. Send.
Then why are they going on a date? Send.
You expletive. Idiot of a doctor. It's not that kind of date. It's a date.
Oh.
He wants to talk to him about the hacking.
Okay. I'm like, Officer Karanta, do you mind if I step over and talk to my friends and get him to stop sending pictures of himself to you?
Also, ask her what she thinks. Said.
I just respond back with an emoji that's just like death emoji, and then a bunch of expletives.
Anthony, I knocked her off her feet to the point where she's cursing. Woo! High five. High five. Come on.
Eternal optimist, that is Jesse.
Anthony, Ant, over here. Ant,
Slap it.
Yeah. Woo!
Wait, it's the other way. It's the other way. This way.
Yeah.
Great Wolf has awarded a +1 benefit to David Greyson. It says
there it is, there it is.
supplied from logistics department. So
Thank you. That's why I have a logistics department.
it is. Yeah, you gotta cultivate these things. Okay, so I'm sorry, I was trying to deal with that. James, you wanna say?
I just say, yeah, I go, Officer Karanta, I'm just gonna go talk with Jesse and Ant to figure out what's going on with this. I'll be right back. Promise I'm not going anywhere.
I'm gonna
while my friends here anyways.
If you leave, I'm gonna hunt you down. But I'm gonna start reviewing this list. If we can clear you, we can clear you. But we're gonna have to sit down and figure out why somebody's targeting you. Like, because
we are, and we're gonna need your help because you might be able to help us find a missing person, and you're a good cop, so we know that you want to help save people. So. You're good cops. You're good cops.
We want to save some people,
all of you,
not crackheads.
Don't worry, we're not. No one wants to save Jesse. Don't tell him that.
All right. So yeah, you walk back over. When you get past the barrier again, that R fades off your chest.
Okay. I walk over to the car. I just kind of lean over and tap the window on Jesse's side.
Are you doing it from my window or Ant's window?
On Jesse's side. Sir, how many drugs have you had tonight?
All.
Sir, step out of the vehicle, please.
You should have said yes.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Okay, so there's no such thing as the FBI.
Oh yeah, well this guy, he was in an official suit. He knew exactly where we are. He knew exactly who he was. He knew exactly what he was doing. And
wait. Slow down. Back it up. You said suit, not uniform?
What? No.
You said suit, not uniform.
All black suit,
Didn't we see an all black suit, or didn't David see an all black suit trying to shoot at us?
Yeah, man, I tried to get this guy for charges for what he did to my windshield, and he didn't have none of it. This guy, he is not a servant of the people. This is BS. It's just another example of the man trying to hold us down.
Jesse?
What?
Jesse?
What?
I'm going to say this very slowly, and I want you to listen to every word.
What?
He is a lizard alien. Do you understand that?
Man, they look a lot like
it back. Say it back to me. Say it back to me.
You weren't here, man. We saw it. Me and this one, he saw it. He's still looking at the freaking card like it's a novel or the Bible or some who knows what. But he was very fetty.
There are no feds.
Well, you never know. He might be above them. He might be above all of us. Regardless, he wants to talk to this one tomorrow at 2. They have a nice little talkie date over the things about what he was doing today.
Okay, well, we may not make it to that point, but let's table that for right now.
Well, we better, because if he doesn't, it sounds like he is going to get a lot more than just a, follow-up meeting, if you will.
I'm about to go to jail. So again,
you're a pro. You've done it before. You're one of the old guys. You're fine.
Jesse.
What, man? You want me to give you a tattoo? I know some good ones.
Oh, God damn it.
It'll get you some, you could
Jesse,
be a top punk.
You could do me a favor and stop messaging Bobby Caranta for 5 minutes.
What?
Just
what? Snap. Huh.
No.
What?
Don't send that. Don't send that.
Send.
Oh, God damn it.
I slug Jesse in the shoulder.
You're not there.
You're not there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, still back on the.
Just stop that, okay? Stop that. Every picture you send is being intercepted by the feds, and they know how many.
There isn't any feds, huh? There isn't any feds. So
can the higher feds, whoever
who's interviewing it? Yeah. So you don't know anything. When do you want to get dinner? Send.
I walk back towards Bobby Caranta with my hands up a little bit because I don't want to make sure that I'm, to see my symbol pops back up.
Anton, as Dr. James Dunn starts to walk away from the vehicle, you think enough times passed that maybe somebody could have dug into that file that you uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do?
I mean, I'm just kind of sitting here rocking back and forth and crying. But yeah, like if they're just talking about that, I'm just gonna be. That's probably like my only lead. So yeah, I'm probably just staring at it, waiting for responses.
So as they were talking, you were watching the exchange at Jesse Raines and between Jesse and James Dunn. Your head swings back down. You look at your Nexus and you try to refresh, the forums to see if you can get the most current thread, see if there's any responses. When you refresh it, page won't load.
Oh no.
Page won't load. You refresh it a couple more times.
Oh.
You do a who is, look it up and see who it is. Site's not there anymore. And with
The entire site.
And with that, we're gonna close the connection to the Nexus for this week.
Good spot. Good spot.
That's good spot, yeah.
Okay, we all need to get rid of Ant, and then we can just all leave this behind us. We can move on to better lives.
I'm the one that can get you fake passports.
I'm thinking about just going and signing up with a megacorp and just becoming private security.
No, we're all screwed. We're all going to die. So we're all going down together.
Hey, Loken, I heard they have pretty good benefits. So
Yeah, I've heard they got pretty good benefits.
the best benefit is you're not going to get murdered.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm a real fan of not getting murdered. I'm a fan of murdering, just not getting murdered.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Guys, episode 10 of the Neural Nexus has come to a close, and I'd like to poll people. David Greyson, what are you thinking? What's your character thinking at this point?
What am I thinking? I am still confused. But then again, I think I'm the audience at this point. I don't know what's going on in terms of where we're headed here. And I'm sure as heck confused about this whole Fed thing. Not Fed's not being there, but being there. Now I'm just like, what the heck is going on? As for my character, I'm just making sure that I don't die and I get paid at the end of it. And genuinely considering it a potential career alternative. At this point,
a career alternative. Okay. All right.
A career alternative.
If you had to, spitballing, who's working against you at this point?
Who isn't? I think is the more of the question. I swear I don't even trust the police at this point. I don't even trust the officer we're talking to.
Okay.
I don't trust absolutely nobody. I think the only person I have a modicum of trust for is Xero, and that's about it.
Ouch.
All right. So that's a good.
All right.
Understandable.
Look, James, if for 1 second would stop talking about bloody aliens, then maybe I'll trust you too.
Listen,
freaking second.
You're not being you're not being framed by Illuminati, okay? I'm just saying.
Above, it's probably just a mega corporation or something. Honestly, it's not the Illuminati.
Why would a megacorp want us? We're just street trash.
Yes, well, we'll find out, won't we? Sure.
So you had mentioned Xero as a person to trust. So let's move on to Xero. Xero, what are you thinking? What's your character thinking? And what's your best educated guess on who is the primarily working against you at this point?
So I already gave you my end game thoughts in the story, in the scene tonight when we were all sitting by the docks, and it hasn't changed much.
Okay.
If anything, the FBI isn't the FBI. It's a set of suits from the corps with fake badges. Because what equipment do we have to tell whether or not it's authentic?
Sounds legit.
We don't. So, the thing is, and the funny thing is, and I'm pretty sure David may have gotten it, the more nervous and the more anxious Xero gets, the quieter he gets. But he's got like several tics that kind of tell that he's getting anxious and nervous. And he was definitely on edge tonight. The quieter he got, the more intense he got. His leg pumping, his playing with his firearms, all of it were little tells that, things were a little sideways and things were adding up into ways that he didn't like. So, what am I thinking? I'm loving the story.
Awesome.
I think it's fantastic. I'm enjoying the intrigue. I'm enjoying being able to theory craft and guesstimate and play a little investigator as it is. And not one of Xero's like ultra strong points, but with his security work and what he does, it's something that he's kind of caught on, and he kind of has a little bit of insight to,
Okay.
and he's trying to like flex on that.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's move on to Jesse Rains.
Well, thankfully, Jesse doesn't have a lot of brain, so I can play dumb and be fine. Me, just like a lot of the other people, probably, I don't have really much of an idea of anything at all that's going on. I'm really just caught up with everything, and I'm thankful that Jesse is the way he is because I can just sit back and like just lean into the carefree nature of Jesse. But Jesse right now is, step 1, get her to respond. Step 2, I have to be up early in the morning to work. Like that's as far as he's getting. Like he's not thinking much further beyond that. At this moment, he's a little bit of an easy spirit in that sense. But he really wants to find Lorna. He doesn't know about all the other conspiracy and all that, even though he loves to like think about it and like probably would lean into it.
Okay.
But ultimately, he just wants to find her. I don't think he's ever gonna suspect she's behind anything or anything else like that. But he just wants to find his friend.
Okay. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's Anton.
Anton is seeing his entire life flash before his eyes now. He's thinking about everything he's ever done, how it's led up to now, what the next few hours are gonna be. Yeah, this is pretty wild. I'm honestly kind of pretty in the dark right now. There's so many puzzle pieces, and I just don't know what to like put together right now.
Okay.
And I'm just it's what I've been waiting for like 4 weeks now, and I just want next week be now.
And just so we're clear, unless the internet dies or Twitch dies, we will be here next Monday night. I just want to make that very clear because I have a party to a story to tell. So James,
Send help.
Send help.
So what you're saying, Mike, is there's a chance we might make it.
What's up?
We might. There's a chance.
Yeah.
So you're saying this chance?
Dr. James Dunn, what are your thoughts?
Aliens.
Alien.
But like that's what Dr. James Dunn's thinking. He's kind of thinking about who's trying to frame him and why. And he's believing the whole Fall Guy routine. He 100% believes Zero's thing about the Fall Guy routine because we've been up and down creation looking for Lorna into the best of our power. And there's everything everywhere we go, we're met with guns or evil guys, just people shady as hell. So, or dead ends. So he honestly believes that Bobby Cronto's the only one he can trust.
Okay.
He doesn't trust the other guy who gave us that mission earlier, like the thing other. He's like, in his mind, he's like, that's the murderer. He's the serial killer. He's the leader of the cult. He might even be a lizard alien in disguise. Remove his face and just have freaking lizard eyes everywhere.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't know where to go. I think we're hitting on that road where like we're being pushed in the right direction now. It felt like we were spinning our wheels for a long time, but now the fact that things are happening to us and people are trying to stop us, for me goes, we're heading the right way because there's people who don't want us to go that way. So
the early part of campaign, and this is, I'm just talking as a dungeon master here. The early part of, and you've done this before, is world building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Introducing NPCs that either are going to, lay the framework for the world. I don't even know what that was.
What the?
Yeah.
You can blame my Discord. I apologize.
Okay.
It's a secret Easter egg in it.
Okay. All right. So what's that secret Easter egg? Never mind.
If you click the Discord home button about 1 billion times, it will turn it into that. I promise you that on the client.
Okay. So this is going to be a long campaign, and it's an intricate world. As a DM, I don't want to railroad people. So my goal is to set up a world a living world that feels alive. You know what I mean? I don't put NPCs in there just, you know what I mean, like willy-nilly. And like, I want you guys to get introduced to this world. I want the community to understand this world so that when they say, when like something, even if it's if it's dropped in a small mention, people can go back and be like, fucking aha, yeah, that, you know what I mean? Like, I want those moments that I want to. So it's been a world building time, but you guys are moving in the right direction. I'll just say that. Like, I don't want to obviously reveal anything for you guys, but it's you guys are doing good, and I'm kind of proud. And like, we just did a season 2 wrap up for Tabletop Tavern 1. So we did like a post-season show where we talked about the season, and I cannot wait till after season 1 of this so that we can talk about like what happened behind the scenes, because that for me is fun. I'm like a puppet master, you know what I mean? Like, so that's exactly so guys, thank you so much for coming out and supporting How I Nerd, supporting Neural Nexus Zero and this amazing cast of players in this sci-fi cyberpunk fantasy world. It's an amazing story. I might be biased, but I'm having a lot of fun telling this story. So if you're new here tonight, check out this show next Monday. Check out our two other shows and our roundtable discussion on Thursday, which is called Tales from the Tavern, where we invite people from the TTRPG space to come talk nerdy with us. Sunday night is our flagship show, Tabletop Tavern 1. And on Wednesday night, we have our second high fantasy game on the channel called Tabletop Tavern 2, respectively. We also run a stream team for people who purely stream TTRPG content called the Storytellers Union. If you're interested, reach out to myself or Luna, and we'll get you going started on that process. Otherwise, the best thing you can do to stay connected with our community and our cast is to jump in our Discord. Excuse me, and Luna will drop a link to the Discord in the channel. But now we're gonna kick it over to the ending screen, and we're gonna go raid somebody in the TTRGB space. Their name is How Reroll, like a play on How We Roll. And if you enjoy their content, drop them a follow. When you get over there, if you're a subscriber, drop those rad emotes. Let them know where you're coming from. Show that How I Nerd love. And remember, guys, be good to people. Be good to your friends, your family, but be even better to the random people out there. Because if we take that small step as humanity and treat everybody like a friend or a family member, although some family I would leave in a ditch somewhere. That's neither here nor there. Treat everybody like family or friend, and the world would be a much better place. It's one small step we can do as people to make this world a better place. So I'm going to kick it over to the ending screen now. Thank you so much to the cast, the staff, the community. You guys are rad as hell, and we'll see you next week in the Nexus.